everybody, and welcome back to another session of TPK. Now, I know you're probably used to hearing Cameron's voice, the DM for Unfortunate Suns. However, this is Trey. I play Crucio and Elijah, and today we have a bit of a special for you all. We'll be running a one-shot in the world of Cordelia. So I'm very excited to run this with everybody. How's everybody doing today? Good. All right. So before we get started, I just want to thank everyone for being here, and for the listeners of the show, thank you for joining us once again.
We know who you are.
There's
one guy.
Maybe two.
And we're going to start with a reminder of the background of the land that we're in.
Yes, please.
We're in the country of Oramus. Okay. It's a peaceful land with billowing seas and rolling hills as far as the eye can see.
Start writing.
Oramus.
I knew that. I just forgot.
The capital city of Cordelia rests on the sandy southern beaches of Oramus and is filled to the brim with travelers from near and far. This is a place where people of all race, culture, and background can come together to be forgiven and made anew. However, diversity alone does not build a kingdom in a day. Oramus is known for two things: the many shipping and trading ports that line the country and its surrounding islands, and the Magna Carta. A beautiful blood sport that was quite the entertainment, usually consisting of participants going all around Oramus to conquer foes. But the best part of it all is that it was civilians, chosen at random by the infamous Black Spot. It was a true honor to be selected, and the riches were beyond vast, but everyone knows the story by now. And that's where I'm going to leave it. That's the background information of the land.
Let's go.
All right. Woo. Chills.
So
Chills.
let's get excited for
Let's get turned up.
the one shot. The adventure begins.
Wait. Do we mention our special guest?
Oh
yeah.
Oh yes, sorry. Before we get there, as you know, let's actually just go around the table and do some introduction again. Like I said, I'm Trey. I usually play Crucio and Elijah. To my right is
Ryan, who normally plays Reginald.
and to his right we have.
I am Cameron. I am the DM.
Not this time though.
Not this time.
Not this
Which
time.
I'm happy
This
about.
time.
And then beside him we have our special guest.
Yeah, Trenton.
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 He's my brother. He's a first time player for the stream. And beside
I
him,
have played this game before.
I said in stream. Okay.
In stream.
You're right.
In stream. First time player.
And beside him,
It is me, Zachary,
Yeah.
who plays Therio.
like Cheerio.
Like
Cheerio.
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 All right.
Wahoo.
Hold it down.
Are we holding hands?
Yes, we are. We're
So
not
for
holding
viewers
hands.
at home,
We're all holding
We're
hands right
toasing
now.
and holding
Like a
hands.
star.
oh my character!
No!
All right.
Peep notes.
Look at his
Cordelia.
notes.
Look at this Cordelia.
I
That-
have Oramus
Corde-
as the capital
Corde-
of the country.
No,
It's literally what he.
The capital city of Cordelia. We are in
Cordelia
Cordelia,
is the country we
Oramus.
live in.
No. Capital
The
city is
capital city is Cordelia.
The
You're
country
wrong.
is Oramus.
You're wrong.
The
That's what
country
he
is
wrote.
Oramus.
Oramus
Is the country.
Oh, it's the capital.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, we got that out of the way. Hey, do you have any extra dice?
Oh my gosh.
The city of Cordelia. Wait, before we start, does anyone need to grab anything? Like your dice?
Cameron, would you like your dice back?
You can have
I don't want
Is this
it.
yours?
It literally says Cameron in
it.
the
Yeah, it
middle.
literally says my name.
That's why I was confused.
Why would he have
I
that?
don't know.
All right. The city of Cordelia, a bustling city both of man and creature alike. The streets are filled with races from all over the world. Drow laugh with Dragonborn, and gnome and dwarves battle to see who can down the more ale. This is nothing more than a usual day, with one small, unusual twist. Oh wait, it's okay.
Reorganize.
For those who
Yeah,
don't
you know how
know.
it feels, don't you? Now you know how it feels.
Look, we give you a sprawling pocket barred intro every time you start a campaign, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you're not using it. Okay.
Anyways, I'm gonna restart. The city of Cordelia, a bustling city both of man and creature alike. The streets are filled with races from all over the world. Drow laugh with Dragonborn, and gnomes and dwarves battle to see who can keep down more ale. This is nothing more than a usual day, with one small unusual twist. Sir Brantercole Orumdar, Lord of Oramus, son of Johannes Orum,
How do you spell Branticle?
Brantercol. So Brant, Brant,
Yes.
E-R,
Here.
Cole, C-O-L.
What was the last name?
Orumdar, O-R-A-M dash, capital D-A-R.
D-A-R. Branticle.
Sir Brantercole Orumdar, Lord of Oramus, son of Johannes Orum, has had the royal guards posting notices all around town. Small pieces of parchment being nailed to buildings and lantern poles. For a meeting in front of the Capitol building at 1/4 till midnight. For those that are curious, that's around 9 o'clock. The Capitol is fixed in the northernmost point of town, with these large glass and golden poles that accompany the Capitol to its sides. As families gather and anticipation builds, a large mass of people from all backgrounds, fishermen, innkeepers alike, wait with bated breath to hear the words of Lord Bantercole. Within this crowd, 4 people stare at the podium, waiting for him to arrive. Chion Malcover? Is that how you're...
Shown.
Shown. Would you please describe your character?
So, it's hot here, right? Is it hot here?
Hey,
How's the weather?
Yeah, it's
So-
we're in a coastal town,
How
so
do you spell that name?
Chion.
that's why I said
And
Chion.
what was that last name? Malcover?
Malcover.
Malcover.
Cover. My bad.
You can spell it however you
Yeah, I'm guessing.
I'm writing S-H-O-W-N.
Yeah.
Cheyenne.
That's what I did as well.
Sean, you see, is wearing what appears to be very big garments of what appears to be some sort of long, robish, thick fur. Or kind of thick fur, kind of fur lined on the edges of it, but a big robe, a lot of whites and blues on it's hot weather, right?
Mhm.
Very not meant for this type of weather. It's very meant for like wintry weather. You can see he is a winter Eladrin with very pale, bluish, whitish skin and pale blue eyes. You see his hair is kind of shorter, or it's kind of like mid-length up to his shoulders, kind of pushed back mostly with a couple braids aligning it, but his hair is mostly like straight going down and appears to be some sort of crystals like aligned in his hair. He's very, very, very slender, very slender. His face is very slendery. It's kind of scummy. It kind of looks scummy a little bit. Like he looks like, he just like looks like very slender, kind of like he's up to something. But all mostly like put together like a very elegant outfit.
And where in the crowd do you think you'd be standing?
Probably because we're watching this, right?
Yes.
He'd probably be. He'd be towards the middle. Like he wants to know what. He wants to know what he's about to say, but he's not really looking over his shoulder, very worried about everybody else around town.
Did you have a question?
What is an Eladrin?
Eladrin, look at the other phone.
It's a subrace of elf.
I'll show you.
They're like true elves.
They're blue
Yes.
elves.
They come from the...
It's like there's winter, there's
Yes.
summer.
And they're the ones that come from...
Seasonal elf.
Did they come from the Feywild? Is that...
I don't really know, man.
Okay.
It's crazy.
That's kind of delicious. That's a woman though.
Oh, okay. A blue elf. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
Well,
Okay.
Well, I do describe the elf as being blue.
Yeah.
That
That's
checks out. That checks
what we're
out.
rocking with. Okay.
They grew up in the Feywilds, yes.
That's what I thought.
Anyways. Next, also just a member of the crowd, Azo Kidora?
Yes, Ghidorah.
Kidora. Azo Kidora.
And it's just AZO. But he is a
K-Y-D-O-R-A.
yeah KY and then Dora, like
Like the Explorer.
Dora.
yes, like the Explorer.
Oh, it's like Dora.
So he is Azo is a bronze dragonborn, about 6'3". His build is very muscular, but he also is like slim. Like he's not large in size, but he is very fit. His skin is like a bronze coloring with kind of the rust like feature of bronze to it. So I have, if you look at that right there, is basically like what is just a little template of what his skin kind of looks like.
Color of bronze has been showcased.
There you go.
For those of you
Yeah.
watching at home,
Go-
color
Go
bronze.
look up what
Look up
bronze,
what bronze
looks like.
looks
Yeah.
like. Google.
Bronze
And then come
rust.
back and watch the rest of the
Show 'em what
episode.
bronze is. Yeah, but he's got that kind of green rust to his skin in certain areas. He has 2 large horns or dragon horns that shoot backwards, and then on the top bridge of the horns are like small little like spikes at intervals. And then he has, for his eyes, they are a very like almost like a luminescent, like they have a glow to them, but it's a sky blue color. And then he's wearing, I kind of related what he's wearing to like kind of like what Aang wears in The Last Airbender.
Not
Like
sponsored.
it's very yeah, not sponsored. It's very like loose like monk robes, but it has darker brown coloring to it, and then with like a dark green accent. But yeah, that's AZ.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Where in the crowd do you think you'd be standing?
Nowhere really, probably in particular. He's not trying to stay like up front, but he is like interested to see what we're talking about.
Right by me.
Yeah, I'm actually just right behind him.
Right, sitting right next to me.
And of course, as certain people are surveying the crowd. It's not hard to point out a few irregular people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of different races.
There's a
But
variety.
some people have like little bits of armor. You have a sword and a sheath. Oh my god.
Chief.
But some of you look over and you see this full plate metal, absolute big
Go
guy,
for
Behemoth.
behemoth of a man. River, would you mind explaining your or what you look like? River?
Absolutely. So my name is River, last name Townford. And so I am a 7.5 foot tall half elf. I have bright blonde hair that's about shoulder length. And my ears are prominently sticking up beside my hair. I am in full heavy plate armor. The design is very elaborate, with like gold trimmings and a big golden inscribed fist on the front of my chest. On my back you see a heavy steel shield and what seems to be a sword hilt sticking out of the back of it. Yeah.
And where might River be standing?
River is going to be more towards the back, like side, kind of getting a good eye over everything that's happening, kind of watching not just this podium, but the crowd in general.
Cool. And finally, the last random person we'll just be looking into just for the sake of having a fourth, I guess.
Just looking around, grazing.
Glint, would you mind explaining what you look like?
Glint.
Glint.
G-L-I-N-T.
Glint is crazy.
Glint Exardesco.
I'm not right now.
Was that a stutter at the end?
So let me clarify. His name is Glint, Glint.
G-L.
Exardesco.
I thought his name was Clint. I'm sorry.
What?
C-L-I-N-T. Like a normal name. My fault.
EXARDESCO.
For the viewers at home.
For the viewers at home.
Because
trust me, the second he sent me this name, I sent him 20 minutes worth of trying to get pronunciation help on how to understand how to say this man's name.
Exardeso.
Desco.
XR.
Desco.
It's a lot about
Exardesco.
Glint Exardesco.
That's funny.
Okay.
So
mouthful.
before you
Of course he does.
Oh, he
stands a Fire Genasi male.
He's showing a picture of a character he made that looks like him.
You can kind of scroll through.
Like a swap.
He's got
See.
multiple.
Kind of.
Right here, he just
He just showed us a man
our
bun.
podcast listeners at home listening in.
That's a cigarette.
He just showed us
Is that a cigarette?
he just showed us a man with a
smoking
man
the
bun,
crack.
and he has a cigarette in his mouth,
So funny.
looking very emo.
Oh my word. You could have just told us.
That is Dutch Vanderlyn.
That's Dutch
That
man.
is Johnny Depp's mustache.
You did not have to
So
have pictures.
for clarification, he has made what is essentially his a dream board.
He's got a
I
mood
made a
board.
pick board.
a pick board
Like a Pinterest board.
of different aspects of his character, including a man bun. He's now showed us Johnny Depp's goatee. And
That's so funny.
moving on, we also have a
Dog.
Why did you do this? Why did you do this?
a arm's length flaming tattoo.
Okay. you're
Okay,
good.
that's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Okay.
So before you stands a Fire Genasi male, about 5'8". He the actual pick art, not the pick art, the actual reroll is not very true to what his actual skin color is, but he does have kind of this
Like more
Like this color.
Red.
like washed out kind of red color skin.
Like pale red.
Yeah.
Okay.
With light brown, like very light brown, not quite blonde,
Okay.
but a very light brown sort of mustache goatee combo. With his hair kind of greasy, like he doesn't pay too much attention to it, and it's pulled to get back into almost a man bun, almost ponytail. It's just kind of pulled back. It's not very done well. It's just kind of
Face
fading
a
back
slob.
a little bit. He's got strands of hair kind of coming back over his ears and kind of dangling into his face. Brown eyes. I don't know if I said that or not. Kind of a slender build. Like he's fit, but he's not he's just kind of slender.
Right.
On him, you see. Best way I can describe it would be like swashbuckler
Yeah.
Will Turner
Yeah.
type.
That's
Kind of. Not a petticoat. I don't know what you would
It
call
doesn't
it.
like that.
Kind of, but
Like a
it is
vest?
like a shirt with the buttons kind of undone, revealing a little bit of the chest.
Oh.
I
see.
Okay.
With a little bit of vest kind of going over it. And he's got a cloak on that is dark blue in nature with kind of these gold accents going over the cloak. The actual shirt itself is just kind of a dirty white color, and the vest is that sort of brownish reddish color as he's got it pulled to sort of buttoned up, like he's kind of missing a button at the bottom. Pants are a little baggier, also kind of in that same brownish reddish family. Just a little shade off. It doesn't quite match with his vest. The boots are your typical pirateer boots, like the boots that are pulled up, and then they kind of got the tongue of the boot is just kind of folded over.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Like Sea of Thieves.
like Sea of Thieves type. Yeah.
We know customization.
We know customization in Sea of Thieves.
You made his character.
And then his what's the word I'm looking for? The shirt, coat thing that he's wearing is rolled up, kind of 3/4 length. And down the right of his arm, you do see a sleeve of tattoos. Not quite as intricate as the thing I showed you. It's mainly just black ink forming these kind of arcane fire symbols going down. And on his left wrist, he has sort of this sash of sorts. About unfolded completely, it'd probably be about 12 inches long, 5 or 6 inches tall type thing. That he's kind of got rolled up and tied around his wrist as it kind of just hangs down. And it is black in nature with some sort of markings that you can't quite discern, but there is something on it that is just kind of wrapped and tied around his wrist. And then on his left side, you see a sheath with a rapier. The rapier itself kind of has this, it's very like stereotypical looking rapier. So it's got kind of the red leather hilt with like the gold, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like guard around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what the term is. Kind of.
what is that?
It's like the
The
guard.
protection for that.
Yeah.
The thing around your hand.
Kind of intricately done, little design as it's not one solid thing, but multiple little. Okay, stop looking at me. Okay.
My bad. Sorry.
Multiple little strands kind of connecting back to the pommel, and on the sword itself, towards the blade end, there's this little red jewel that's inlaid on the outermost part.
Nice.
And yeah, that's it.
I just want to say I love you.
You need to put language Japanese on your character sheet, because holy.
Leave that alone.
I know.
It's
I'm
very
just playing
descriptive.
with you.
The ultimate dope.
Um,
I love how
Oh,
descriptive
he's
you are.
like mid-20s.
Okay.
mid-20s.
He's like mid-20s.
You can feel it.
Hey, how old are the rest of your characters?
My guy is he looks like somewhere from middle age, lower middle age for an elf, somewhat. Definitely not like 20s, but
Well,
River is right at 28 to 30. He's very young. You can see like the veins popping through his big muscles.
that's crazy.
that's a known age.
Right.
Right.
They might be on steroids. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm probably like younger to mid 20s.
Okay, so we're all pretty young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this rock? Copyrighted.
So suddenly you hear this massive fanfare. I'll play it again for everybody.
That's so funny.
Come ringing through the crowd, and everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, what is happening?" And then once that, guys, I'm sorry.
Fireworks start blowing up.
Back to our usual music.
It's like
All of a sudden, this row of 20 guards in full plate armor bust out of this door. I should describe the stage a little bit more. So you're all standing in the crowd, and in front of you is this kind of raised platform with a podium on it. And it's made of wood. It has some stone lining, just some screws, rudimentary stuff that you usually see on any house. And behind it is this massive red and golden carpet that's about a 40-foot walkway back to the Capitol building. And the Capitol building has these two massive golden doors, and as the fanfare plays, they swing open slowly. And you can kind of see, like, if you're looking around, you can kind of see at the tops of the Capitol building, there's like guards posts, like where you would watch out and stuff like that. And you can see some guards with like horns in their hands. As this row of 20 armored guards, walking 2 by 2, come out of the Capitol building and towards the centerpiece with the wooden, oh my god, the wooden podium on it. That's a tongue twister. Once they reach the podium, They face inward, and they raise their swords high, create an arch as this elven man comes strutting out in all of his eloquence. And all of the crowd bows before him.
Oh, I bow.
Okay.
Seeing the rest of the crowd.
Yeah, seeing everybody else, but I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool.
I don't bow. My head just kind of tilts slightly down.
Glenn kind of being in the back of the crowd isn't really affected. He just kind of looks around like,
Let's do this out for you.
like he doesn't really care.
Thank you much.
He goes, "You may rise." And all the crowd,
Scary.
the crowd gets up. And he's like,
Little guy.
"Welcome all to my illustrious kingdom.
Oh no.
For those of new origin to this land, a special welcome to you. My name is Sir Brantercole Orumdar, Lord of Oramus, son of Johannes Orum, inventor of the Magna Carta." Implying his father, not himself.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No,
I should
yes,
preface.
yes.
He drops the voice, implying my father, but not myself.
And then he goes around
Like it's like terms of his
Right.
reply.
turning away from the crowd.
Now, lower your cheers, as they're all like, "Yeah." Like, there's one or two guys in the back. They're like,
Yeah.
The picture.
and he's like, now, I know many of you miss the games as much as I do, just for the spectacle of it, but let me give you some lesser known knowledge about the Magna Carta. For those of you that have been here before and been in this land before, has anyone been here before, in theory? Like in your backstories, would you have been here before?
Rob, I know.
Maybe.
You mean the city or this?
The city.
Okay.
Not for long. Not for me.
Yeah.
The country, actually.
The country.
Yes.
As a country, yes.
I've been in the country and the city.
Okay. Then you would know that there's this thing called the Magna Carta.
Yeah.
A quick reminder. It's essentially just this. It's taken many different forms, but from what general people know, is that one morning everybody wakes up, and a certain number of individuals have a black spot somewhere on their bodies, and it changes between every time that it's happened, and it usually consists of a bunch of normal civilians coming together and going out all across Oramus to either conquer a foe, complete a challenge, and the whole thing is essentially televised. And for some of you that would know this, I mentioned earlier that beside the Capitol there's these big golden poles. In between them it's kind of like I couldn't call it glass because it's not physical, but you can see that there's something lining there.
Spectral thing.
And sometimes it'll display like Guard of the Month and stuff like that, where it's just like like an announcement board almost. But the Magna Carta has not happened in about 130 years at this point. There was a massive incident, and the viewers at home, I'll go over that now because I might as well just go over it and refresh everybody's memories. Let me find the part. 4 brothers. What? No, it's every chest. Go ahead.
This is where he killed the wife.
So there were 4 brothers that were chosen to rule the heir. Or they were chosen to rule. They were the heirs to the land their father cultivated, being Oramus, the great sons of Orum, and they were charmers, we were told. The eldest son was Johannes Orum. He was the one that founded the games. However, the whole choosing anybody at random bit did not sit too well with the youngest son, Malomar. He was essentially neglected from birth with no value to his name, and he was cast aside from his family and laughed at, essentially, because he had no money, no stake to land, nothing. And finally, he found a young, beautiful, blonde elven lady, that just became the love of his life and meant more to him than anybody ever has in a long, long time. And she got nominated and selected by the Black Spot into the games. And she did not make it out. And Malamar, of course, was angry, and he swore to take back the life that was surely ripped from him. So he killed his other 3 brothers and was banished to the deserted island of Caspian, just off the coast of Oramus. Since then, there's not been the Magna Carta again. But even still, the country is flourishing, even without this massive spectacle that made it so popular. That was just a little bit of background information.
Did you tell us the name of the other brothers?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, if you want to call them Jeff and Joe, we can.
The brothers.
The brothers.
The royalty.
That's a nice trio. You know, you have Johannes, Malamar, Jeff, and Joe. I think
So
that's
Johannes. But Branton Cole.
So Branter Cole is the son of Johannes.
Johannes was the oldest.
Yes,
of the brothers?
he's the one that made the games.
Okay, so
I should have clarified more of
Malamar
this,
is
but
the uncle of Branton.
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
he would be his uncle.
Cool.
And then Branter Cole goes on. Now I know many of you miss the games as much as I do for the spectacle of it, but let me give you some lesser-known knowledge. The Magna Carta truly started as a way for the country of Oramus to deal with severe threats to our land and people. I mean, all of the guards in the country can't be everywhere at once. And if you get a few chuckles, like if you hear another "yeah" from the back, you know, and like justice for the guards, stuff like that.
What a crazy.
Adore that.
And he's like, it helped deal with some severe threats to the land. Remember that storm giant from a few years ago? And don't even get me started on that group of illithid infected. They could have turned to mind flayers any minute had the Black Spot not brought an end to that entire colony. But it wasn't the showmanship and valor that made the Magna Carta special. It was you. All you loyal citizens who took up arms in unity to bring justice to this great nation. Those of you chosen by the Black Spot. I have never once seen such unity in this kingdom than this very moment. And he kind of like puts his hands on his chest, and you hear someone in the back go, yeah! Like, you know, just
The guard.
it's the guard activist. It's like, yeah.
To contain him.
It's the same dude over and over.
I mean, look around you. Racial differences celebrated. This is a triumph for the kingdoms. Now, I called you here for a reason. And I am so incredibly proud to say, and all of a sudden, you see him like, take a little stumble a little bit. And from behind the podium, you see this very, very small little elven girl, young blonde hair, come running out from behind. And she's like grabbing onto his leg. And,
Yeah, I thought he got stabbed.
and he's like, excuse me, Alira, darling, I'm kind of in the middle of something. But she's like, but Daddy, you promised you'd play. And the crowd's like, oh. And the guards activist is like, go for the guards! and he's like, I'll be in just a moment, my love. Now run along. And as the girl like does an airplane run into the Capitol building, he like motions for some guards to like follow her, keep her in check, and they follow behind. The young generation, am I right? They're just as excited as I am for this announcement. And the crowd's just kind of like, yeah. But I shall not stall any longer, my people, I promise. For it is my honor and privilege to announce that tonight, 4 more members will join the elite list of men and women who branded the Black Spot. That's right! Tomorrow morning, the Magna Carta begins anew! And you hear the crowd goes ballistic. They're like, ah! You can't even hear the guards activists. You're all being so loud. And
What about the guard?
he's like, He's like, now, calm down, come on. Now, just pay attention a little bit longer. If you just so happen to become a black spot recipient, I expect to see you here tomorrow morning, for soon you will be on your way to public servitude, to riches, and to glory. And everyone just goes like absolutely crazy. Yeah. Yes. And then you as
Oh no.
as
I had a freckle on my
as Branticle starts to kind of turn away, his hands still raised, very much so just basking in the applause. Over the crowd, you hear, "Oh my lord!" And everyone kind of quiets down. You turn to look, and there's this orcish man in the crowd, and he's got his hand up. "Oh my lord, was it not the death of your kin that stopped the games to begin with?" He was like, "Isn't that... I know I'm an orc, I can probably say this. Isn't that not so smart?" And he kind of like chuckles to himself. And the crowd looks on patiently for a response from Branticle as he says, "Such injustice will not happen again. That much I can assure you. Let it be known to all peoples near and far. No one shall harm another inside this sacred land for as long as I live." And the crowd once again is like, "Yippee!" And they're just like cheering and going insane. Now for the rest of you. Tomorrow morning, 4 champions shall fight for our land. And Branticle bows his head and begins to walk back under the arch's swords that he walked into. And as soon as he starts walking off, you hear chatter amongst the crowd that's like, "Oh my goodness, we're getting the games back, I'm gonna be a black spot, just like everywhere. And you see some kids and they're like, "Black spot? Why isn't it white?" Stuff like that. And then they're just kids making jokes.
Kids being kids.
Kids being kids.
You know.
And
There goes our stream. There goes everything.
and so
Do you not like this?
Who are you trying to figure out?
names again.
I got it.
So the crowd steadily starts to just dissipate. You see there's an inn to the right of the capital that a lot of them are going to, probably just to sleep for the night. But you also see some just coming back onto the main street. For example, there's a map in front of the players. I know people on stream can't see this. If the Capitol building's around here, they're going this way, and over there is the sea. Because we are in a coastal town.
Yep.
So it's kind of like this one big long walkway, and you see some market houses that line the streets because they usually live where they do their business.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what happens tonight. What would the 4 of you like to do?
I guess go to the inn.
Is it just an inn, or is it like tavern and inn type?
It's a tavern and inn, but it's built into the side of almost this like mountain, so you can't exactly see the top where the floors of the inn itself. It's like a hotel. Think of the Wilderness Lodge, where it's you walk in and the bottom floor is a restaurant, a tavern.
Yeah.
And then as you look up, there's just stories upon stories of inn space.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Capitol building, after all. You kind of need,
True that.
or the Capital City. You kind of need some places for people to stay. So
That's
sorry.
what we're going to. I was like, what?
So is there anything that y'all would like to do for tonight?
Is there like a potions man?
A potions man?
Yeah, a man I can buy potions from.
You trying to get?
So it's 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be
Probably a little
closed. It might be closed, but
I missed it was 10 o'clock at night.
if you'd like to go see Mr. Potion Man, he might be walking back to his house just in time.
Maybe slip off a potion from him.
I guess I'll wait till the morning when nothing indiscriminate is going to happen.
There you go.
Oh. All right. So is there anything anyone would like to do, or are we all?
Yeah, I'd probably just go to the tavern, get a drink, and
Yeah, I'll probably just go to
then
bed.
head to my room.
Is that everyone's plan?
Yep.
All right. So as you walk in, can everyone just roll a d20 for me super quick?
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
Turn off early.
I got a 10.
Sorry, death save.
Uh,
What are we talking about?
What are we rolling, gents?
You got a 10?
River rolled an
10.
18.
18,
18.
18,
Oh no.
1. Okay. So River and Glint, you both arrive at the tavern door, or the door to the inn, at the almost exact same time. And as you both walk in, you're greeted by this lady. She has a book in her lap, but she's almost typing into the book. You know, she's like just straight up ignoring.
I didn't even see him.
Confused at home. His glasses is very awfully put on his nose.
Perpendicular, if you would.
Indeed.
Sorry, that hurts my eyes. But so she's not even paying attention to you, but she's very clearly at what you would see at a front desk. Just typing away. She's almost like she's like just tapping her fingers on the book, and you can kind of see that like words are coming out on the page. So yeah. But she also, you can see her sometimes she like draw a little pattern or something, and it'll show up on the book, and it keeps going.
Is there a bell?
Yes, there is a silver bell.
You said she approached us? Or
No,
you,
she's
that's just
sitting-
to see her.
She's just in.
She's sitting at like a front desk type thing. Right when you walk in the door, there's that. To your right, you have a bunch of tables, a massive bar, a kitchen behind that. Like you can see the kitchen window and stuff. And there's a bunch of people out drinking. You know, they're celebrating the good news of these trials coming back. And that's kind of where you are. Ding. Yeah. What you want?
Oh, rude of you. Hello. Room, please.
Okay, I have let's see, I have floor 3, room 301. That's gonna be 3 gold.
Sounds fun. I'll toss her 3 gold.
And she tosses you this rudimentary wooden key almost. But it's more like just a little square. Like a little square block. She throws it to you, she be like, have a good night. Next, and up comes.
Hello. I'd like a room, please.
All right, the next one we got is look at that, 302.
Ha ha ha. Sounds like a great and fine purchase.
That's gonna be 4 gold.
4 gold? Man, pardon my intrusion, but 301 was 3 gold.
302. It has an extra bedroom suite attached to it, where you can put your stuff.
She's selling it.
Ma'am, I have no backpack.
She kind of like looks at you and like eyes you up and down.
It's
And
just-
she's gonna be like,
Yeah, she should be.
"You need the bigger bed, I promise." She's like, "So 4 gold, or you can sleep on the road."
Glenn kind of gives a chuckle.
That's all
as
right,
he's walking
man.
away.
I give her 4 gold.
Awesome, 4 gold yoinked. So about 20 minutes pass, and my boy Shone comes prancing. His or her? I have
It's
to
a
ask.
it's a guy.
Good,
It's a
finally.
guy. What do you mean finally? The last like 5 campers I played were a guy.
And so he comes prancing in with Lindsay as the book girl's typing away again. What you need?
I would like a room.
A what?
A room, please.
Okay, the next one we're gonna have is we got
let's see, 4:45.
That is fine.
It's on the 4th floor because it's supposed to be 4 gold, but you're going to have to walk a good bit. So it's going to be 3 gold.
He heads over to the wall. And then just waltzes away, throws his cape to the wind.
Thank you.
It's like anti-racism.
What the bomb?
So 4 hours pass.
4 hours.
And the inn itself is about to stop giving rooms for the night. And a few minutes before, you see this exhausted Azo, who very clearly got lost in the crowd and had no idea where he was, walk through the indoors. Well, I guess y'all don't see this, but the viewers at home see this.
I'll stumble to the front desk. Do you still have rooms available?
Maybe. We're kind of about to close, so it might be a bit of extra coin.
I don't have much, but I'll give it what it takes.
Let's see. So the farthest room I have is on the 4th floor, room 451. I guess I'll give you a discount.
And she's like,
But because I'm not supposed to take people anymore, let's do 3 gold for the rest.
She hated you.
And let's do 2 gold for this hot cashier.
she got like points herself.
What does she look like?
for a total. So she's a manticore.
Oh,
What?
I
She's
didn't know that.
this big furry beast with
What the
wings on her
crap?
back, with horns and
Whoa!
big teeth.
That's way
But
scarier.
she has like the Roz librarian glasses,
Yeah.
and she sounds like Roz a good bit too.
Yeah.
You know, having a good old time. So
I'm going for a room, pumpkin.
Maybe she is hot.
Fine.
She is.
Is the bar still open too?
By Manticore standards.
Let me see.
John, and she just roars like a lion. I'm not gonna do that because that would be.
The whole building around.
Yeah,
she-
shakes it.
You see this. You see this short little gnome man.
Yep. What did you want?
And
She's like, is the bar still open? I mean, I can make some rudimentary ale. I can do a little bit of this, but I can't. I can't do. I can't do. I can't do much of the expensive drinks. We've already washed most of the food down and then sealed it away for the night. So.
I'm just looking for just a drink. It took me a while to get here.
Understood. I can make you a beer.
Adding water.
our signature drink is some ale.
Ah, yes. Ale in the cup. That's
Ale in a
delicious.
cup.
I remember my ale in my hand.
I prefer drinking it right out of the thing.
And he's like, right this way, mademoiselle. And so
Mademoiselle. You think
so
you're a woman?
he leads you to an open bar. Essentially, there's like 1 or 2 people there. Most are, if the ones that are there, there's one dwarf. He is sleeping, and he has his ale cup in his hand that's like pouring out onto the table.
signature ale cup.
And as if you can I get a perception roll?
You look so cute when you said that.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception roll?
Hey yo. That's 9.
You can see that on the cup that the dwarf is holding, it says "world famous ale in a cup"
Oh yeah.
on the cup.
Yeah, baby.
And the gnome's like,
Now, would you want the signature mug, or would you like it just in a little glass? Like, what are you
A
feeling?
little glass will do.
A
thank
little
you.
glass, okay. It's going to be about the gold, please.
Then I'll toss the gold.
He takes it, puts it in his pocket. He's like,
Now, looking for you. We have a sale tonight. Free refills.
and he's just like
This guy's crazy.
laughing up a storm.
Reminds me of
That's
the.
He's
the
like,
sale. It's
but-
free.
But you have free refills for one more refill, and then we close.
Reminds me of the book from It Takes Two.
The book, it does.
Is that what it tells you?
Yeah. Okay. I'll nod and then just drink for.
So
a
he
few
goes ahead and
refills.
he sits 2 glasses up for you. He finds this. He knocks on some wood, and you see this Goliath man with a massive keg of ale come like stomping
Oh my
towards you. And as he does it, he just like undoes the cork and just pours a little bit in each cup and plugs it back. And the dwarf is like, "Thank you, wife." And then
Wife?
she goes away.
I think you said it was a Goliath man.
It was. And so
That's crazy.
that's where you are. You have your 2 cups in front of you, and wife goes and walks away.
His name was Wife.
His name was what?
That's
Yeah.
how it
Right.
goes.
Right. Right.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll just be drinking and then after a while I go up.
All right. You lay down in your bed. You all. Well, is there anything anyone wants to do before we go to sleep?
There's not any like bag Cordelian chicks, is there?
No,
Not at this time of
They-
night.
there is, but they all trifling hoes. They down at the waterfront.
River's not about that life.
Amen.
This is God speaking.
This is God. No,
That's crazy.
Torm reaches down to the heavens. Shuts it back. So you all go to sleep, get the benefits of a long rest. You haven't done anything, so you don't need it. Anyways, oh, and by the way, the inn, it's called the Whirlpool's End. Inn.
Nice.
The Whirlpool's Inn. So I thought I should just say that.
Is there a whirlpool?
No,
But it's
just
like
the
on
name.
the water.
Okay.
It's like on the. We're on
But
the
it's on the coast. So
No, I get that.
all
Yeah.
the stores have a little coastal like
Yeah.
name to them. There's one that's just called like Shack.
Interesting.
That's my favorite.
As in Shaquille O'Neal and
That's-
not as in
Oh yeah,
house.
yeah.
Oh, I was about to say that's where wife lives.
It's in Shack.
That's Jack.
Shack
Wife
proper
is
now.
well known.
I need everyone to roll a d20 again.
Or
Oh, you know what?
19.
nice.
I'm gonna use my big
19.
fat
This is
juicy
going good for me
dice.
today.
16.
Nice.
Oh, 15.
and 14.
All right. So 19, 16, 15, 14
Yes.
That was the same exact.
order.
No, it wasn't. Y'all switched.
Right. They had rolled the same the first time, so it's okay. River. You're laying in your bed, and something kind of wakes you up a little bit. Like you just kind of stir. Nothing like out of the ordinary. You kind of feel the wind picking up, but then again you kind of remember that you're on the 3rd floor of an inn, and usually there's not many buildings that exceed 2 or 3. So the higher they up, the higher the wind. It's also not the best constructed building because not many are this tall. And can you get a perception check for me?
Sure.
That is
That's a 12.
You can kind of you hear some thunder a little bit in the background, so you think that it's probably about to storm pretty okay-ishly, but from what you can see, your room's gonna hold up fine. There's not any like cracks in the walls or anything, so you're gonna be pretty okay. Glint, you also wake up or around the same time. Of course, y'all don't know that.
Yeah.
And you kind of, can I get a perception check?
I missed my dice tray. Kind of nerd misses his dice tray.
Webby?
Okay, what's the perception? Eight.
8. Just like him, you hear some whistling of the wind in the distance. Nothing else. That's kind of it. Shone, can you also give me a perception check?
Yes, I will. It was a unnatural 20.
A natural 20.
Unnatural.
Oh, okay.
30.
So you kind of now you're an elf.
Yes, I
So
was
so
sleeping.
do you do sleep? Yes.
No, I do not.
Okay. So as you're meditating or whatever that you're doing to gain your long rest benefits, you hear something really, really weird. Like you kind of just hear a big boom, but also, there's not any windows on your room, so you can't exactly tell what they are. But you definitely hear a big boom, and then you almost hear some crackling. Like you almost hear like a fire crackling. But there's candles in your room. It could be anything like that, really. Azo, can you roll a perception check for me?
Yes. Perception, you said?
Yes.
21.
That's fantastic. Just sitting there, you're just minding your own business. You've just slightly woken up from sleep, and you hear someone scream.
Oh.
Not someone. You hear several guttural, like yelps and scream, followed by silence, then followed by a boom, and more screams. It's a lot of mixed emotions. One more time, I'm gonna get. Let me get Glint. No, just kidding. I need everybody to roll a
Should I do 20?
D20 dexterity check.
Oh. Just a
Just
dexterity
straight
check?
dexterity?
Yes. Now,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
pause before you roll.
Yes.
You two are gonna get advantage because you rolled high enough on your perception.
Okay.
Good, because that was an 8.
So that was 11.
Is this a damage effect?
Okay, that's a little bit better.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
So I get advantage for like taking half damage, full damage, that kind of
Did
stuff
you
for
roll
dexterity
dexterity?
saving throws.
I got. Do I get anything?
I got an 11.
You got an 11,
I got 15.
15. Nice.
I got a 14.
Okay.
27.
27. Nice. So, the two of y'all, you feel a like your rooms, since you're next door, literally shake as there is a massive crack that forms between your two rooms, and the wall almost falls in on itself as you see them two. This is for the viewers. This is going to be for Shone and Azo. You can now see yourselves through the room, because the wall's open, and then as you turn and look through the crack that would have led from outside,
I'm just laying down.
there is a ship
Uh-oh.
out on the docks, firing cannonballs in the city.
At our building? Like they hit our building?
Yes.
Curse on the black pearl beat.
And there are houses destroyed. There's flames everywhere. People are screaming in the streets, and there's utter chaos. There's flames. There's a lot of dead guards as well that are and
activists.
civilians that are lying in the road, bleeding out and screaming.
Oh my gosh.
This is a terrible, terrible sight. You rolled a
27.
27. the cannonball or another cannonball comes and hits the medium between your two rooms.
That's fun.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. As it hits, shrapnel from the wall flies into you, and you take 16 points of damage.
Gosh. He has a lot of health.
You take 8 damage.
Half of 16.
And you see the exact same sight that was just described to the other two. As this, again, the city is in flames. There's cannonballs being fired everywhere, and no one is safe. And you all kind of hear someone screaming from the tavern, "Get out of your rooms and get down! Get to low ground, quickly, quickly!" As there's a bunch of commotion and screaming happening outside your room. What would y'all like to do?
I'm still staring at you. Both of us.
Just quickly pulls the sheets up.
You see me full metal armor laying in bed. Shoot up as shrapnel somehow gotten through my full plate, probably in the cracks or something, to be laying down.
Picking it out of his arm. Hi, honey.
We should go, yes?
Yeah, probably.
As you see me stand up and put my my shield back on my back, and you notice that my sword that I throw on my back doesn't have a blade on it. It just goes around on my back.
The smell of smoke for everybody is getting terrible. Like essentially your rooms are filling with black smoke. Yeah, very, very, very quickly.
I'm running.
Sheath his sword and throws his cloak over his back. And you would see, as he throws the cloak over his back, there's almost like, you know, like, when there's like mist. What's the word I'm looking for here?
You're dying right now.
I know. I'm describing, okay?
You're dying right now.
You almost see a second version of him standing next to him in his space.
Okay.
Very, very faintly. But
As we're running, you notice that you're moving a little bit quicker than you normally are.
guys. Now that you say that, as we're running, you notice he's bleeding from the arm. Yeah.
Okay.
Amen.
We keep going back and forth.
So the two of y'all are on the 3rd floor, and it's essentially just a staircase that's just straight down back to the lobby. And as you're running, behind you follows these two, who are also coming behind you and running just as fast as you are.
Yeah.
If not a bit faster.
I'm
you
definitely
usually would
running
be.
very fast.
I'm running a little swiftly, but I'm not running with my arms out. Like my arms are still in the coat, and I'm just moving with my shoulder as I'm running.
Very, very wraithy.
Yeah.
You with him even being like a very taller person, you see Azo is it like packed in the
Oh yeah.
like, yeah.
As you reach their 1st floor, there's about 35 people trying to push their way through this one tiny door.
With Azo being a bit bigger than like other people, he is still able to like wind his way, and he's like just getting way past through everybody.
So there's a bit of a bottleneck at the door, and finally, wife runs up. Everybody move! He gets his massive keg. Massive keg. Sorry, the name wife is throwing me off.
Yeah.
He gets his massive keg and literally folds himself into a ball around the keg.
Oh, it's so funny.
And rolls through the glass window that is the 1st floor, creating an escape for everybody.
That's so funny.
How wonderful.
Thank you, wife. Thank you, wife.
And
Doug, I love John.
as everyone's safely able to get out of the building,
Okay.
and you all can I get a perception check from somebody?
I'll. I have high perception. That's going to be 23.
You turn up and look, and the 6th through 18th floor are completely gone.
Oh.
They have been obliterated and shot to mess, and they are literally burning in flames, and you can kind of see all of the rubble start to crush the building underneath it.
With those people.
It's a good thing that y'all got out in time. As you run outside, fires engulfing the streets, and cannonballs are still flying in from the docks. They're shouting calamity, and people are frantically trying to put out the fires themselves, before suddenly, approaching from the sea, you see these hordes of skeletons rattling their way towards the capital, slaying civilians in their wake. You see that this mother and her children, she's holding some wood that's burning off of her child as a skeleton comes up and just kills her, and it falls on the child.
Ooh.
And you just see blood and screams. It's a massacre right now. There's some terrible things happening. And suddenly, you all feel something happening beneath your feet.
Oh.
As you look down, and this black pool has began to just form underneath you. And this black liquid starts coming up your legs, and just like in a bunch of just like streams randomly. And as you move, it just follows you on the ground. It's right there, right under you, like a shadow.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it comes up, and it gets to the palm. All of the rivers come to the palm of your hand, and almost intersect your hand. Like you can feel water coming in and out of your hand before the pool dissipates, and you're left with a black spot on your left palm.
Oh, that's crazy.
Not a great time.
At that time, there's a small group of skeletons that have made their way quite close to the capital, just about 30 or 40 feet from where you are. And they turn and they look at you. And they don't think much of you at first, before suddenly they see the pools beneath your feet.
Mm-hmm.
They watch as it pools into your hand. And they kind of smirk at each other. And one runs off to a building to the side, and he comes out carrying these 2 children who are deceased, unfortunately. And he throws them in a pile with a bunch of other bodies.
Oh my gosh. They're quick.
And you hear one of them do a screech. It kind of has a book in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just screeching at the book. As this green crater or a crack forms in the pile of corpses, rips open, and you see these claws start to dig their way out of the dirt. As I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Alright. It's the Bone Claw Part 3.
Bone claw. What's bone claw?
The thing we fought.
Fight one.
Hey.
That's how I've...
One shot before.
Did we fight a bone claw?
Yes.
When did we do that?
Oh my god.
Yo! That's cool.
Oh, we did fight that.
Oh my god.
Oh, dang it.
Horsey!
Another you get.
Another
horsey. What is it? Is that one?
He ain't gonna stay good, that's alright.
We got a 12.
Okay, so just a little bit of information. Oh, pause. Let me also get this Krunkin. One sec, guys. I'm sorry.
Do you need any of the books?
Huh?
Do you need players?
I pulled it up online.
It's in the book bag.
What did I do with my bag? Which one is it? Okay, reach in. Grab it.
Absolutely not. I hit you.
You heard it here first, folks. Alright, so, did everyone roll initiative?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Give them to me!
Who's got the
7.
7?
I have 12.
What'd you get?
8.
10.
Dang. We suck. We are the worst adventurers.
Okay. So 7, 8,
10.
10,
7.
7,
12.
12, 8. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
I'm an idiot.
Did you do it wrong?
No, I just realized the character sheet tells me what my abilities do.
Wait,
Yeah, right?
Take a photo.
That's so funny.
is our initiative just our dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Strikers.
Oh my gosh.
I thought my D20s were going to get stolen.
Sorry, I'm writing down all your initiative orders so I can
okay.
have it
Good.
listed out.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Uh, That's insane.
Yo, freaky one, aren't you, baby?
Also
I do not know
insane.
what this freaky means.
Oh, I can show you. I got a peek.
Okay.
That's great.
I got weird.
It's great. As soon as we're fighting people.
The urinary abilities of Zachary Moreno are truly unmatched.
Hit him with his government name. That's crazy.
I didn't hit him with his full government name. What if I don't know?
Okay. Well, first and foremost. Duh. This is what else I need to do. Y'all need characters.
You gotta get characters. I love this part. It's my favorite part of the game.
You like the fighting?
A game?
What are you?
Okay, so
He's
this
huffing something.
this is going to be River.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Or would you rather this be River?
Cool.
Well, I'm
We'll use
still
that.
medium,
we'll
so
use
yeah.
that. Okay. So that's River. This is Glint.
Okay, titty alert.
I summoned him with that one.
This will be Monksaki.
Okay, Donka.
And this dude with a stick is gonna be.
Yippee.
So, the capital's right here, the inn entrance is right here. So you're all gonna be starting in this small area over here. If y'all would.
Just
Put me, I guess put me next to
Okay.
River.
put me next
I want to be in
to
the middle front if I can.
Okay.
put me next to Zachary's.
Okay, in the middle.
Ace on. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I know that this is not the standard 4x4 grid that y'all are used
Yeah,
to.
no, that's okay.
Just because I have it used on the backside.
Of course.
So, without
Sounds good.
further ado, you see this massive, bony behemoth begin walking towards you as you see him teleport.
Huh.
Yes, you see him teleport to about right there. And he's going to use nothing. There's nothing he can do at that distance. So,
Miss me. Now you gotta smooch me.
next, these are skeletal mages. You see them with books in their hands. I don't have a way to represent that.
Okay.
So they're also gonna kind of come up and circle around over here. And they're gonna fall. That's okay.
What are they doing? The
For
skeletons
those
are
of
getting
you,
freaky.
yeah, for those of you that can't see,
Yeah.
you know, that's on me.
Yeah, he fell over.
And the one on the left is going to. Okay, she's gonna shoot a small beam of magic at River.
Yes, target him. Target him. It's my character's kind of pushing.
Does this go against my AC? I forgot how this works.
Yes, this goes against your
Okay.
AC. Because this will be a ranged spell attack.
Yep,
Does a 15 hit?
that is a miss.
Great. Then you see them kind of chart. You see them hold the book in their hand, as they kind of pull something out of it and just. And as it hits your armor, it just shoots off into the distance somewhere. It's far too impenetrable unless shrapnel happens. In which case it's terrible.
My one weakness, shrapnel. Plate armor, iron's weakness, walls.
Walls, wood, and parts of cannonball coming into you. It just is. God, there we are.
I'm sure.
As this skeletal centaur comes running up, and he grabs his head off of his neck and throws it at. That would be
No. That's what I'm trying to use.
shown. That would be shown.
No. Wait.
Does a 16 hit?
No, that misses.
Well, good. As his head comes through, it kind of like you see it laughing as it comes right underneath your armpit and just circles back and lands on his head. Azo, it is your turn.
Azo's turn?
It's Azo's turn. Correct.
You had a 10, right?
What did you have?
I had 12.
Oh, yeah,
It is his turn. My bad. I just didn't even put you on the list.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
No, yes I did. I understand what I did now.
So first, I'm going to take out.
You had what in initiative? 8. You had.
As a note, shown, and
It's
yeah, it's 7.
Okay, good.
You two
Okay.
get a plus 10 movement because you're within 5 feet of me.
So I'm going to use Blade Song.
Okay.
You see me kind of go behind my back and grab this kind of winter owl mask and put it on my face, and the only part you can see is really my mouth kind of cut off to the edge as the mask kind of illuminates in some magical light as I begin to smile. So I am 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so this should hit all of these people. I'm going to cast slow here.
Okay.
On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's good. On those 5, they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
You make me do
DC is the DC.
Yeah, what's the DC?
It's 15.
Okay. This is gonna take me a sec. Is it a wisdom saving throw? Yes.
Yes.
So the bone claw will succeed.
Okay.
And everybody else will fail.
So their speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
It can't use reactions, and on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't take more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Awesome. That's super cool.
And then
He's actually crying on the inside.
if the creature attempts to cast a spell with the casting time of 1 action, roll a d20 on 11 or higher. The spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn.
Cool.
And the creature must use its action on that turn to complete that spell. A creature affected by the spell can use a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful one.
Awesome. That's super cool.
And then I am going to I'm just going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Maybe back right there. Kind of still watching, but moving back for now. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Awesome. So one of the mages that you hit. No, I lied. Azo, you're up.
Yeah.
I can't read my own sheet.
Azo's seeing all that's happening. he'll reach behind him and out of the back, like of his robe, he'll pull a sickle out, and it kind of looks like the, if you know from the hit classic movie, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It has like, it's able to be like a normal sickle, but he can flip it, and it like the blade is like curved around this way, so he's able to like punch with it. But it's curved, and he runs up to. Let's just back up a bit. So we'll go. How much did you say
You
on
don't
your?
get any. Because you gotta be 5 feet with it. Oh yeah, if you start there, you get 10.
When I start there, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Where is he? Is he right here? Trader? Is he right here?
Yes.
Okay.
He just fell. They're over the spots they're supposed to be. They're just not
Yes.
standing.
Freaky skeletons. Freaky skeletons.
I don't think I can make it.
If you started beside me, you would be able to. You'd get 10 extra.
Gotcha. As a bonus action, I'll use Step of the Wind, and I'll use Dash as a bonus action just to get there all the way.
Nice.
15. And then we're gonna punch him with my sickle.
Awesome.
It's a natural 20?
Okay, so what you're gonna do?
Yes. Tell me how we're gonna do this.
So you're going to. Explain the damage that it does.
So it does 1d4 plus 2.
Okay, so what it's going to do is that it's going to do 4 plus 1d4 plus 2.
So it's gonna be 4. So it's just the maximum amount.
Added on to whatever you roll in your modifiers.
Gotcha. Okay, and this is gonna be so 3 damage plus 6 damage, so that's 9.
Nice.
And then use extra attack, so punch him again. And I'll use my other hand, so this is just an unarmored strike.
Okay.
But this does more damage. So. Okay, so that's a 2. So 7, 8, 9. So that's 9.
So that's going to miss.
Yes.
So as you get the sickle in your hand and you swing it at one of the mages, it breaks some of their ribs that are kind of hiding behind a little cloak that they have on. And it goes, it's not too happy with you. But as you swing and punch with the other hand, you punch right in the spot where you cut the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
So it just doesn't even come in contact with anything.
Gotcha.
So the second mage, this one in the back, is that the one you attacked? Yes.
The one in the back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So he's pretty hurt. You're standing right there. He's going to make a ranged spell attack. Cameron, can you roll a d20 for me for your slowed thing?
What?
So like he's making a spell attack.
Yeah.
Did you say that if he makes a spell attack, you roll a d20?
Oh, yes. Yes, I forgot about that. I didn't know what we were doing. Oh, I did that. Wait a minute. If the creature attempts to dispel with the casting time of one action, roll a d20. Yeah, good. I failed. Alright.
Okay, cool. So
I can take the spell action.
awesome. So does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to do. Going to do 10 fire damage as it pulls up this little ball from its book and just blasts it right in your face.
Gotcha.
And that's all that's going to do. River. It's your
He's
time.
first. He's before me.
You said
He's 8.
I'm 7.
Gosh, Glit. My bad,
Okay.
guys. I have this just so wrong.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Seeing the plethora of things that are going on, you see Glenn as he kind of reaches down, he unsheaths his rapier, kind of flourishing it a little bit.
What's up?
As he kind of is eyeing the field a little bit.
Who told us this?
And girls. He is just going to run in, because I get plus 10.
Plus 10.
Okay. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
30,
Don't worry, guys. I'll handle the bone claw.
35, 40, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash to close the distance to this guy. And then as he's stroking me, bro. Pause. Hey yo, freaky. So as he's running, he kind of, it's a very odd run. It's not like very. Let me describe.
Yes.
It's not quite like Naruto style, like hands behind
Like
type thing. What?
Freaking spider. I pushed up right here.
That's terrifying.
All right.
I'm terrified.
He's not quite Naruto run, but he is kind of running with the blade sort of behind him as he kind of just hops along, getting up into this person's face, and as he kind of skids to a halt, he's just going to just shove that rapier, just try to stab the mage right in the head.
Sounds good. Let's roll a hit, baby.
That is a 21 hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, so, and Zachary's character within 5 feet, so that is sneak attack. So,
Within 5 feet of that.
the enemy creature that I'm targeting.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Insane damage.
Not really.
Cameron, do you remember
What?
how these astral arms work?
Yes. No. Do you have to look?
I know I'm looking them up, but I have it right here. I was just
Grab it right
Wait, show it. Why? Do you not understand
well,
it?
so I'm wondering.
That is 17 points of piercing.
That's a lot.
I mean,
You get it like right in the jugular.
So he's going to do that, and then I use my dash as a bonus action, and due to fancy footwork, as he kind of throws, he kind of runs in to the mage,
okay, so instead of using
plunges the sword into his chest, and as he does that, he kind of grabs hold with the pommel of his second hand, as he's going to kind of do one of those, kind of do like a back spin around the creature as he pulls the rapier out, kind of spinning back first around the creature. Since I have fancy footwork, I have made an attack against him. He cannot take, well, he doesn't get reactions anyway. But I'm going to do that as he kind of spins around and is going to kind of, let's see, I have to close the distance. So it was like, I can probably get right here. It's just going to get right
Yeah,
there.
he can't take reactions. He can't take opportunity attacks.
Yeah,
That's my
Right.
turn.
Yeah,
that's what I have.
Great.
Yeah, no,
River, it's your turn.
All right.
You had this massive bouldering
Yep.
skeleton of a
Are there
mass.
any alive civilians around?
Alive civilians.
Yes.
Not a question I thought I would have to answer.
Wait, is there anybody alive right now?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
like
in
I know there's a lot of
immediate vicinity?
corpses. But
Right
I'm saying,
here.
like, do I see anyone like civilians either further away, or do I like, or,
So,
or most of them already died?
a bit further, kind of this way, you still see people trying to put out fires.
Okay.
You see some guards more towards the sea that are buckling the skeletons themselves and getting overrun.
So not all hope is lost just yet.
Correct. Not all hope is
Okay.
lost just yet.
Okay.
There's still people alive.
There's still people alive.
Okay. I reach to my back and get my shield in one hand, and as I pull out this sword, I'm like, you hear me say, "It's all right, civilians." And I pull this out, and as you see, I pull it out. There's a thin beam of bright light that comes out from my
light.
shield.
Necromancy
Light.
Start hissing.
Yeah, and we're just gonna
Parcel
do.
tongue.
We're just gonna do. Is the bone claw an undead?
No.
okay.
He's totally alive.
Okay.
He's chilling. He's actually a Feywild.
You were schmooving in on Mr. Boneclaw. Yep. Okay. And I'm going to make 2 attacks with my Sunblade.
As you move into his vicinity,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to take a weapon attack against you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he gets reacted.
Does a 17 hit?
That is a miss.
Okay, good. Well then he as you kind of reach in, he kind of just like gets his nail and tries to just try and get a nice little cut in, and you He just whiffs because he
Okay.
sucks.
Do I take attack, do all the damage, and then my extra attack, or can I do both of them at the same time?
You
How
can
would
both of them
like
at the
it?
same time.
Okay.
Just give me your roll to hits first.
Yep, that's what I'm doing
And
first.
then
Okay. So that is going to be a 17
that's gonna hit.
and a 14.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. So I get one hit. D8 for the Sunblade. He's undead, so I get another D8. And then on the hit, I'm going to use a Divine Smite at 2nd level to give myself another 3d8s. The damage increases by 1d8 if the target is undead or fiend, which gives me another d8.
When did this happen to you one time?
Okay.
It was only one time.
7, 10, 20, 30. 30 damage total.
30 damage. So as you see this Sunblade, absolutely, he walks up to him, style, and right as the Bone Claw swipes, you stick the Sunblade in his hip and just cut up, and he actually stumbles back about 5 feet from the hit. That did a freaking lot. He's you can kind of see he's starting to shake a little bit. Like some of his bones are kind of starting to fall off in places, and yeah, that's gonna be that. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I didn't use my. Does that count as my bonus action using the extra attack?
No.
It does not. Okay.
So
You take
extra attack, all that does is that for the action attack, you get to make 2 weapon
Yeah.
attacks
It is
instead
a-
of 1.
It is a bonus action to ignite the Sunblade.
Yes.
So you already used your
Yes. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Or then I'm good.
Did you take 2 attacks?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I took 2 attacks.
He missed.
He missed one, hit the other. So then, this other centaur becomes bump. He walks up to Mr. Glint here,
He had to think about it for a second.
and he is just gonna, like he's gonna lift up his 2 hooves and try and just stomp on you.
Okay. And those attacks are made with disadvantage.
Perfect. That I can do. The first one is going to be a natural 1.
Lovely.
And the second one is going to be
Wait, he doesn't get 2 attacks.
good call.
Good stuff, nice.
So he goes up to hit you, and as he hits the ground, the bone with the ankle breaks, or one of the ankles breaks, and he goes to a knee. He's now prone.
Nice.
I'm getting freaky with them.
Sorry.
With the skelly.
Centaur.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Now, Mr. Boneclaw, seeing River do that, he's pissed.
Yeah.
So he is going to
He should be king.
he's going to take 2. Let me use these dice. He's going to take 2 claw attacks at you. The lowest of the 2 is a 14,
Miss.
and then does an 18.
Miss.
Great. So as he does that, you see him with his left hand first swipe at you, and he just misses. His right hand, he goes to swipe, and he hits the centaur with his hand.
Oh, okay.
And as he does that, he pulls some bones out of the centaur and puts it into his chest.
Oh no.
And you see him just kind of like
This is
Take-
not something
take some-
I can do.
take it some shrugs back.
It actually is.
My fault.
It's called his piercing claw
Kill
drain.
me. Kill me. Kill me.
You don't know
And
if this is the bone claw. or not. This could
He
be
he's chilling.
Yeah, he's good.
I only got like 5 HP.
I guess you're
But
fine.
anything helps.
All right, next.
You're jorking.
One of the mages, the one that Ryan so expertly flipped around,
He's an expert.
standing right in front of Azo. he's going to once again just try and blast another spell attack.
Yes.
In the face
No,
of...
it's a 1.
It was a 1. Okay.
Slow coming and absolutely doing nothing.
Does a 14 hit?
Stopping those extra
Yeah,
attacks.
it is stopping those extra attacks. I didn't know it did that.
Also, have you been rolling at the end of their turns to see if they...
No, but we'll start doing that now. They're honestly...
He's on our side.
Clearly it hasn't
Also
done
still in
much
this
in a
one.
nice way. So,
So they 6.
does a 14 hit?
Yes. Oh, 14? No.
Okay, so as he once again tries to just pop this spell book up in your face,
Yeah.
you just kind of...
Oh, you can move.
And
still
it'll-
use another attack.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
then, Mr. Centaur with the flaming skull sees that his mage buddies over here are having some problems, and his other centaur is too. So he's going to once again throw his flaming skull at Glint.
Oh, no.
Man,
That's
that's
with
skull.
disadvantage.
Lose ass.
Use these dice.
Uh-oh.
Does a 22 hit?
No.
Yes. Yes.
It does.
This is like this soundtrack sounds like the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack, but it's
14
changed.
damage.
Okay. I'm using my reaction.
My homework.
Uncanny dodge and half that.
Cool.
You can't do
Yeah, veto that one.
Great.
that. I'm just Josh.
Has he kinda-
I'm just Josh.
Like, does like a step back as he's kind of getting ready to stab the centaur. Who's down, he kind of takes a step back as it
Yeah.
grazes him.
Great. Shone, it is now your turn.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
I am going
Crank.
Oh,
5, 10,
Stop. We're on 3.
25, 30, 35. Okay, I can make it. So, 10.
Am I'm sorry, my
So,
fault. Go
so,
ahead.
so, so when I'm running up, I'm going to use Frostbite on him.
Okay.
So he has to Frostbite with a cantrip. What he has to do is he has to roll for, I think, okay, he has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And then on a failed save, he takes. Stop. On a failed save, he takes 2d6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack.
Awesome.
It makes before the end of its next turn.
16. That's what he rolled.
That passes.
Okay.
Okay, so he did.
So,
I don't
but
think it doesn't.
he still takes half 2d6.
No. No. It just doesn't do anything.
Oh. Ooh.
It's okay.
I mean, yes!
And then I'm going to get right up to him. I'm going to pull out my Scimitar of Wounding, and we'll try and hit him.
Go ahead.
Is it? No. That doesn't hit. That was a 2.
Oh.
I rolled a 2. But he kind of just whiffs it. For sure, as he begins to try and like wind up this almost dance, as he begins humming a tune, he takes his blade and kind of just swishes it in the air, not almost hitting it, just whiffing it completely.
And from kind of off in the distance, you see the man who was the guard appreciator from earlier.
Oh.
He's like, yeah. Oh. He just kind of sees you, kind of do nothing.
Yeah.
As he then gets started being mauled by skeletons, so he's not having a great time either.
Please, no.
Right, Azo, it's your turn.
I'm gonna. We'll go right here around.
This
Is from? Is this?
This is from the creators of Hero Forge, the character creation site,
Interesting.
made a playlist on Spotify of their own music because they ran for the creation of the website, they ran a campaign with all original Hero Forge characters, and this was some of the music they used.
Kind of sound like God of War for a second.
Question:
Answer question.
did the Bone Claw? Is he within my range to hit, or does he have like an extended
So-
reach or something?
He has a 15-foot.
Okay. That's what I thought.
He's got big arms. So
So I have to keep moving.
That's why I'm pressing
Yeah,
that long
I have to keep moving into range, and he keeps getting attacks on me, which is fine.
but you're in range right now. So he's not going to get another attack on you if you move up.
I would have.
Glenn,
hit-
is
okay.
this?
Because
this
so his
floor
range is
still up?
15 feet.
Yeah, it's prone.
So if you
Okay,
enter
gotcha.
that right now,
It
you're
was
only
prone?
10
Yeah.
feet away.
Ooh, nasty. Sick nasty. Alright, then I'll go. Yeah, I don't think I can reach him. I'll stay right here where I was before, and I'll take a pop at this guy again
Go ahead.
with my sickle. Yeah! 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10.
It's a hit.
Yes.
That's not going to.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my. Where is it? Let me find it. Quick. When you miss with an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points. I'm gonna spend 2 key points and add 4 to it. So
Okay.
that's what was it? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 14. Does that hit?
To hit, yes, that 14 will hit.
Great. Cool. And that's perfectly action. It's 1d6 slashing damage plus 2. Hey. 6, 7. So that's 7 damage to this guy. Cool. With my extra attack, I'll hit him again with the sickle.
Okay.
9 plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's 16.
Yeah.
Hit him again.
It's inversed.
Ew.
It's called Seas of War. So.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So that's 3 more damage to him. So 7, 8, 9, 10 damage in total.
Okay. In total, like plus the 7 or no?
Yes, plus the 7.
Okay.
All the damage I've done to him is 10. And if he's still up, I'll use as my bonus action. I'll just hit him with an unarmored strike.
Good.
No, I don't think he succeeds. So that's a 9, so that one misses.
Have a sip.
Cool.
Here, 2D. 2D.
Cameron, in a nice way, that is the most JoJo's Bizarre Adventure-esque T-shirt I've ever
That's
seen.
what he said. When I walked in, I was like, is that a Made in Heaven shirt? And I looked in closer.
Anyways, I now realize that's Marvel. Anyways,
Let's make
not
it.
sponsored.
So,
So,
either company.
the mage that you just put a whooping on
Yes.
is very, very, very not happy.
Good.
So they are going to, once again, go for a fire attack from their book of spells. Cameron, I need you to roll a d20.
Oh, that was a 13. So they
What was the save for it? Or
it's
was there one?
on 11 or higher.
Okay, cool.
But the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted.
Okay.
So it just has to use it next turn.
Right. So as you see, he gets around and he's like, and nothing's happening, but he's getting very upset. Glint.
So, kind of in motion already after dodging the thing,
Yeah.
he's just gonna bring the rapier straight down the centaur.
Good.
And
He's by the way, he's prone.
So that is with advantage.
Yes.
And is that an auto crit?
No.
No.
No, that's incapacitated, isn't it?
Yes. No.
An auto crit is when they're down. Like
Yes.
Okay.
when they're like dead.
1 HP, yeah.
That is
Like
a
they're-
natural.
they're on
20.
death
A
save.
natural 20, so you're going to
Nice.
roll the damage of, or it's max damage plus what you roll plus modifiers.
And that has had advantage on the roll, so that's sneak attack. So that's another much of these. That's 8 plus. So I'm just gonna tally this up because I'm like rolling or doing math. That is 38 points of damage.
So as you slice into this proned centaur, you see its broken leg as it's kind of crippled on the ground. You perfectly slice right at the spinal cord, which disconnects the skeleton's body from the remains of the horse, and it begins to burn in this ethereal flame. As you have
Very, very lovely.
Didn't you say you have the
one of the centaurs is dead.
Nice.
So cute.
All right, which means oh yes, continue with your turn.
I actually don't.
No.
All right, great. Then River,
River's turn.
knock him up.
Okay. River is gonna very simply move here. Is this within 5 feet, or did he move one further?
That's within 5 feet.
Okay. Cool.
Because he categorizes as a large creature. He's just a little off right
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Then we're going to. I don't know how low HP he is, so I'm gonna roll 1, and in case it kills, I don't want to use both on him right now. You know what I mean? I'll just use 1 for right now. We're gonna prepare to use Thunderous Smite on this as well. Got a first level, and I think that just gives me 2d6 on damage,
And they
And-
get pushed back, yes.
and they get pushed back and have to roll a save.
20 feet.
I'm pulling it up.
Damn.
That wouldn't be quite 20 feet. That'd be quite far.
I
No.
think it's like 10 feet.
It pushed back 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So this is the first attack with the Thunderous Smite. That is a 22 to hit.
That's going to hit.
All right, cool. So Sunblade, this
I've been assaulted.
2d6.
You were worried about Trent touching me. You should have been worried about yourself this whole time.
You know what's funny? I didn't even add my
Yeah,
strength to
jump
that,
scare.
those attacks last turn.
Yep.
That's going to be.
Dave doesn't like me.
You took my dice and rolled that.
In the words of Ryan.
Doing that every single time
Okay.
I roll bad.
It's going to be 14 radiant damage, and then 10 thunder damage. Yeah.
So is that including the D8 for the Sunblade roll?
Yes, that's 2d8s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said it's going to be a total of 24 damage.
Total of
14 radiant and 10.
yes, total 24
Glad
damage.
these things were on that.
Okay. You swipe at him, and he just kind of takes him like a champ. He just kind of thing. You see some bones fall off of him, but he's still just a standing.
He's still up. Okay.
Yes, he has bone titties. Okay.
And they all fell off! No!
He's still standing, so I got to swing again on him. This one is going to be a 15.
How's he gonna provide
To hit,
for
that's a
his
miss.
That's a miss. Okay.
All right. And then the other centaur is dead. So
What is
top
that?
of the round, Bone Claw's turn.
Oh, is it mages right there?
So as he sees River standing right in front of him, he's going to let out a ethereal shriek.
Okay.
I need you to make a. Let me do this right. I want to make sure I do this right.
I'm gonna get the
Okay, I need you to make a DC 16 Wisdom check.
Okay.
So
I
what's
do.
the
I
name?
am
Wisdom
proficient.
save.
I am proficient on that, so that's good. It's +5. Okay, that's a 19 natural. So
Good. So he kind of just like yells at you.
Yeah.
And you see this black mist kind of come right at your face, and as it does, you kind of.
That's just his breath.
You look at him and you hit the rock eyebrow. You hit the rock eyebrow and the mist just like dissipates.
I'm just watching this, right? I'm just
so now-
standing here.
Now he's gonna take 2 fingers and he's just gonna try. He's gonna shoot for your throat.
okay.
That's crazy.
Where's my throat? Mr. Claw?
Does a 19 hit?
That is miss.
Okay.
That hits my shield.
What he does is that it hits your shield, and it looks like it's about to go through it, but they're just not sharp enough.
Okay.
You actually break a bit of his nail off. He's like, but
You just got it done too.
I know, right?
Got them acrylics.
He did! Look
Got
at
them
his
acrylics on.
He was so robust.
extra blood on me today.
Really? Bone Claw?
Anyways, so
Handy bag.
It's got a little bone claw chihuahua in it.
the bone claw is ending his turn. This mage, right there.
Freaky mage.
I'm sorry. Is there more that you'd like to do?
No. I was saying that he should have been pushed back to that thunderous smite, but it's fine. No, he would have made a roll and been bumped prone if he would have. But it doesn't matter. It was
I mean,
too
we
much
can do
of
it real quick, and we can.
No. It was too much of a blunder. That's my fault.
Okay. Yeah, if you would just keep reminding me of those things because I'm not on the bit. No, I'm not saying.
No, he's not. He's
I'm
just saying.
I'm just
he's
saying
a
for that's
reminder.
general for everybody.
I know what you mean.
I remember this one, yours,
Yeah,
because
so-
it's just I'm rolling a lot of mage checks.
I forgot that too.
Is this
You're
the
good.
one? Is this the one that just did the fire?
Yes.
So he cast it.
So he is now once again gonna, because you're just standing right there.
Yes.
You know, you're a hater.
It takes him too long.
Does a 17 hit?
It just hits, yes.
Okay. So he's going to do.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of spells?
Third level.
That's really cool. That's a good one.
15 damage.
Dang.
As he's standing right there, and he just pulls his little book out, and he just puts it right in your face.
Nice.
And as you kind of look over, you see some of his hair is singed from where he's just been hit in the face with like 4 or 5 fireballs essentially, and he's like, and he's just tanking them.
Skelly.
And like you can kind of see his a bit of his robes kind of on fire, and he kind of just like a cool guy. I know, right? Gets you going.
Hi, honey.
So this centaur. so this centaur right here, he sees the Shone and River right in front of him. He's gonna rear up and do 2 big hoof attacks, both of which are at disadvantage.
Is he getting? Is this like an ability or is it an extra?
It's 1 attack.
Oh, it's 1 attack. Oh, okay.
That targets
I was
2.
making sure it wasn't like 2 separate attacks.
It's 1 attack that targets 2 people.
Gotcha.
Okay, so one of them is going to be a 13 to hit. For we'll choose you. Why not? Okay, and then
It would have missed.
the other one is going to be a 16 to hit.
It's on me.
Which I know it's not going to hit you.
That would have missed.
So he goes up, and right as he swipes down, you both just kind of. So he's just like. So as the hooves hit the ground, his like face is at your face level. So he's just like. Like he's got a little skelly grin on his face. As it's now Shone's turn.
Smile off of your face as I'm going to take 2 attacks with an extra attack because I have an extra attack.
What?
With my blade.
Wizard with the extra attack.
Huh?
Wizard with the extra attack.
So that's a 15 for the first attack. 15. Does that hit? Against this.
Against the centaur or the bone claw?
Centaur.
The centaur. Centaur.
Centaur. Is it 15?
15 does hit.
Okay.
Just by the skin of your teethy weedy weeds.
Okay. So, so it doesn't. I don't take a reaction. So, okay. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack using this weapon, you can wound that target. Okay. So, I'm going to wound the target. It doesn't take an action to do that. Just if I hit it, I can wound it once on my turn. But at the start of its turn, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage, but since it's undead, I don't know if it takes that damage.
It will be resistant, so we'll take half.
Okay, so at the start of its turn, it can take 1d4 necrotic damage for each time I've wounded it. And it has to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, ending the effect of its wounds on a successful save, or another creature can use a medical check of DC 15 to end the wounding.
Okay. So do you need anything from me for that?
No, he's just wounded.
Okay, cool.
So that's going to be
Onto Mr. Centaur.
9. Yeah, that's 9 slashing damage, and then
Awesome.
I'll take another attack with my blade. That's 19 plus 7.
That's hit.
Okay. So now the first strike was 9, and then this one is 6 slices.
Awesome.
As I kind of as I back up from when he stomps on me and I say, I want to wipe that smile off your face, he kind of strikes at his face, swirling around, kind of kicking his feet up and then slicing back down. Very in a dance.
Whimsy.
Yeah, dance like whimsical, quick movements of, as he's still humming the tune of whatever song is playing in the background.
That's awesome. That's hype. Alright.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Azo.
Okay. We're gonna finish hitting this guy with
About
my
to say,
first
so
attack.
as you see, this mage that you've been targeting the whole time has also been the one that's been. He is on death's door. Well, he's a skeleton, so we all he's
Right,
on,
he's
on
coming
life's
back.
door.
Yeah, he's coming back. Okay.
Because
That's okay.
it's
That's
so
okay.
fun.
Alright, we'll hit
It
it one
like
more time.
drives me insane.
That is 16.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. That's 3 damage.
3 damage.
Is he still there?
He's still.
He's still living? Alright. We'll use my extra attack to hit the other guy.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
So, okay. Then you're gonna do max damage plus
6, 7, 8. That is 8 plus 4. So that's, what is that, 12 damage
Okay.
to that guy.
That's awesome. Great job.
I'm gonna, as my bonus action, for my bonus action, I'll use an unarmed strike on this guy.
Okay. Hold on, pause. What are you rolling? Like what's the damage type?
26.
It's a
26.
Okay, then you can go ahead and roll a hit.
Were you asking what the damage type was?
Yes, I was.
Oh, the
Or,
damage
no,
type?
the damage.
The dice.
Oh,
It's 1d6.
Okay.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a 12.
That's gonna miss.
Dang it! Oh my gosh, he cannot. Then I'll use the. What is it called again? I'll use focused aim and add. What was it? What did I say? 12?
12.
I'll add 1 key point and add 2 to it, so it's 14.
That's a miss.
It's a miss? For that? I
Wait,
thought-
no, that's a hit.
a
That's
14
a hit. My
hit.
bad.
That's what I
You're
thought. I
fighting
thought I
mage.
remember it
My
hitting
bad.
before. I was about to say. So this is 1d6. So 5, 6, 7.
So does mine.
And this is a what kind of strike? With what? With what?
This is with my sickle, so
Your
it's
sickle?
slashing.
So, and is it like the ones? Like, so is it Last Wish where it's like you're holding it and it has like the hook, or is it like you're holding
It's-
it and it hooks around your hand?
I'm holding it, and yeah, the hook is around this way.
Okay, so it's still like a punch.
Yes.
So as y'all see, Azo with this mage that has just been setting him on fire literally the entire time. He swings once and knocks the book out of the mage's hand, and as the mage leans down to look at it, he gets a sickle to the face and begins to burn with this green ethereal flame as he moves on.
Yeah.
And then I'll use Flurry of Blows to get 2 more unarmored strikes.
Okay.
So I'll spend 1
I've been waiting for you to use one of those.
Alright. And I'll do just 2 straight unarmored strikes on this guy. So 16 plus 7.
That'll hit.
So there's
Go ahead and roll them to hit the next one.
That, I got you.
And then we'll have
Second one, 14 plus 7.
We'll have one combined damage
Gotcha.
for this next guy.
Beautiful. 6, 7, 8. So 8 damage for the first one, and then 5 damage for the second attack. So 13
Okay.
damage total.
Perfect. So you see, he's straight up boxing these mages over here. Glint, your turn.
My turn. This dude's still up?
Yes. Yes. Everyone on the field right now is still up.
So, after having just stabbed the centaur and separating it, he kind of looks over as the flame like burns the skeleton away, revealing you in the background. He goes, "Oh," and he kind of undoes the sword from the centaur. You know, you're quite good at that. As he kind of nonchalantly.
You can't say that. No, you're good. Go ahead.
You know, you're pretty good at that. And he's kind of nonchalantly kind of walking over, like, to you, sort of in front of you, with this guy standing right here. I'm going to use it with my crew. And as he does it, he's going to pushing to the side. He's going to make a rapier attack against.
Nice.
Against that mage.
Yeah. So that is a 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Lovely. And
Barely.
5 feet within, so that is sneak. So that is
Don't stop.
You're so loud.
It's very loud.
Just one more.
Love you bunches. I was sitting here trying to listen to
Oh my
hear it. All I hear is
God.
I looked at
Holy.
the stream and it just kept like peeking. I was like,
Is that good damage?
I need my necklace.
okay, Lucas Lightning.
That is 30 points of piercing.
Okay, so
Bro.
Alright.
bit much.
Look at the sneak attack. That's
Bro.
3 6s and a 4.
All right, so
Good
so
stuff.
as you pierce right into its jaw, and you pierce it with so much force that its head picks up and off its body,
Ooh, nice.
and it starts to kind of like gnaw on the sword a bit before it just dies, and the skull bursts into flames, and so does the rest of the body. All right, and we are down to 2 creatures and
You're
4
shocked by it?
heroes. River.
I didn't expect him to my soul.
Pretty good.
I'm sitting there in front of the Mr. Bone Claw,
That you are.
and I look at him in his bony kind of cute face,
Bit much. Thank you.
and say,
I know I made it myself.
"Now for a lesson, Mr. Bone Claw. You shan't forget this meeting with me."
You can hear Shone sigh a little bit.
All right.
You can say it.
You can speak. It's okay. Okay.
Okay.
That was my mother.
Yeah, I'm going to cast. Let's do another Thunderous Smite as my bonus action on my hits. And now I'm going to roll to hit the Bone Claw, extra attack. That's a 16 to hit.
That's a miss.
No, and a 13 to hit. That's a miss as well. Dang.
So
Well-
you see River give this massive speech like, "I'm trying to teach you a lesson. You've heard these words before, but I'll show you what they really mean."
And he misses both.
And he just
Miss.
Shone just
and
smiling.
River's smile, it just kind of like like frowns for a second and comes back up.
I
and
mean,
then-
I'll get you next, Bone Claw.
Shone's just smiling.
and he's just. Is that all you can do on your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Boneclaw,
Nice name.
Mr. Boneclaw, who is very, very intimidated by this speech, he's going to go for 3 nail attacks.
Ugh.
KK. Queen.
Let me pull back up his stat block page. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, so does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
Okay.
Finally.
Does a okay? I know an 18 doesn't hit.
18 does not hit.
And then for the other, you're going to get an opportunity attack because you rolled a natural 1.
Thank Lay Lord.
So
Clay Lord.
with his first hit, let me just go ahead.
Now for a lesson.
No, that's not what I'm looking for. Is that you? Yeah, it is. Oh, oh my god. Okay, Trenton, you take.
He better kill you. You have lay on hands there, right?
24 damage.
Okay.
I hit him.
As he has 2 nails on his hand, and he just like does one big swipe right across your chest, and it nicks a good bit of your arm. So just some places that were slightly exposed from your armor, like
Okay.
where the creases are.
Sure.
Um,
That dang shrapnel.
and then for your he targets it, actually. He has shrapnel seeking vision.
Okay.
Um,
yeah.
Makes sense. Makes
And
sense.
what he,
Man's
so
vocals are good.
yeah, so he goes for another one, and since you kind of reeled back from the first hit, it just missed. And then finally, he wants to go for your head so bad, he sticks his nails
see the
into
line.
the ground, he's in football pose right now, and he looks up, and his face is now on level with yours. And you get an opportunity attack.
Coolio. Well, the opportunity I have to roll to hit it, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's not adding any smites or
That's
anything.
a 25.
It's
Just a
just, that's
weapon
gonna
attack.
hit.
Well, it does add my smite because my thunderous smite didn't proc on my last 2 misses, so it's still on my weapon.
Okay, well then good.
Okay.
I meant like you couldn't do more than like it's not an action where you
Yeah.
can do an attack.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
You get an attack roll.
Just a weapon attack.
Okay. Coolio.
But yes, your thunder smite will still apply.
Can I do my divine smite as well? When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're killing this dude. Okay, well, that hit. So that's 2 with
Yeah,
the Sun
an extra
Blade.
0 next to that health bar.
1,000 HP.
I'm going to do another second level Divine Smite, which gives me 3 undead
Oh, you found it.
and
Dude,
Thunderous
it's one of my
Smite.
I knew it, but I just keep forgetting to get it.
The big EGs, the bone claw all along. Big
Okay.
final
Oh,
boss fight just
no.
going to be 3 bone claws.
I'll roll this one, it's okay.
What if it was?
It's kind of funny.
Okay, that's
Roll
That's
out
like
again. Yeah.
18 the last one shot with Uncle.
No, that wasn't.
Well,
10.
he kind of was. Like he was like the monster. He fought alongside the
20.
BBG.
And we cheesed it.
You cheesed it, and then he came back. And started, he
30.
killed Blake, and then
Blake.
Blake was on saves, and then y'all teleported through Nathan's chest to get out.
Because he ate the beans.
Okay,
As,
that's a
yes.
total of 45.
45 damage on
Damage.
one hit.
It's like it's 10 thunder damage, and the other 35 are radiant damage.
Did you also add? Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you that because I know you did. Okay, you do another big swipe, and you see like half of the ribs on half of his body are gone now. There's just a gaping hole of skeleton now. He's still up. He's
Okay.
still kicking.
What is the name of that thing? Hollow Purple?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
That's fine.
Also on the line.
It's now the Centaur's turn. And Mr. Centaur is once again going to go for his 2 hoof attack that he gets. They're both going to miss. One of them is going to give Shone an opportunity attack because it's a natural 1.
Nice.
So, if you would please give me a...
That's 20, unnatural.
Okay, yeah, that's going to hit.
Yeah, that's 20.
Yeah, that's 20.
No, I was very sure. That's 9 slashing damage.
On the Centaur?
Yeah. Did it take 1d4 necrotic?
It sure didn't. But it's a good thing you told me that when you did. Well, frick. So,
Please tell me that's a kill.
yes.
Thunder Smite strength roll.
See, these are the reminders I need. So what am I? Can you explain again?
Yeah,
what
let
I'm
me read it
rolling
real quick.
for?
I gotta pull it up. Okay. The first time you hit a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, which was a minute, and I'd cast it, it rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you. The attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw
Okay.
or be pushed back 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
It's a unnatural 20 to succeed.
Oh, I think, yeah, that
Okay.
passes then.
So it's just gonna stay
Yeah,
there.
it just stays where it's at.
But it's a little rattled. Anyways, so did you already roll for? Yes, you already did.
Yeah, it was 9 damage.
It was 9 plus the D4 necrotic, which was halved. So as he goes to swing, you see this little like green spot on him, kind of just like I just kind of turn a little bit, and you just so happen to strike him right there. And as you do that, he combusts. He quite literally, like, all of his bones shatter, and as they disperse, they start to burn in this ethereal green flame. And finally, our 4 adventurers are fighting the Bone Claw 1-on-4.
Let's go.
This ship
So this one's-
spins around again.
This one died.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Oh, so my spell's not. My spell's gone. So I'm no longer concentrating on slow. Alright, whose turn is it?
This is now going to be, because River, no,
Remember just.
that was Centaur's turn,
Yes.
so it's now Shone's turn.
Before.
I am going to. What I am going to do is. I am.
Never seen that movie before.
Would you like to?
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use.
My ninjutsu.
Wait a minute.
That's crazy. Uh-oh. Oh.
Hypnotic pattern.
So I think I'm gonna use whole person.
I will warn you.
This is not a humanoid. Is it?
Boneclaw is, but he is a large undead.
Okay.
So I don't know if that changes.
Or shut up. I can, but will it affect him? It says choose a humanoid that you can see within range.
She's a humanoid, so yes.
Oh, okay. So he needs to roll a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration of 1 minute.
Sorry, say that one more time. I was not listening.
So roll a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw that I can do. So that's natural 20
Okay.
plus the 7 he gets,
Well,
so
he
27.
succeeds. Yeah, he succeeds.
Gosh.
And yeah.
For no skin, he's a bit beat.
And I am going to.
That's too much.
I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm gonna get like behind him, kind of.
As I'm kind of just ducking and running around him.
Powers unite.
And that's the end of my turn. It's the end of my turn.
Okay. Sorry. Next, Azo.
Alright, so I'll. Looking at you.
It's accent change.
No, sorry, that was just Zach. I'll wipe off my face from all the ash that's on it now, and I'll say, "Talk later," and then I'll
'Cause,
turn around.
He got exploded
Yeah,
6 or 7
yeah,
times
bombarded
in the
by
face.
by fire. I'll turn around and go up to the behind of the bone boy, and we will hit him with my sicky.
Go ahead, stick
I'm gonna kill you.
No, what did I do?
the sickle.
It's the
Aha!
Oh,
So that's 16 plus 7.
That's gonna hit.
And this will be 1d6. I'm gonna put my d6
Was
there.
not expecting this many hits.
Okay, that's a 1. 5. So that's 5 damage.
Get him!
I'll use an
Get him!
extra attack. Hit him with a sickle again.
You know what?
Duty. That's 11 attack.
11 damage. Or
No,
11 hit.
11 to hit.
That's a miss.
The last one was 5 damage from the last attack. Sorry, that was a miss.
That's worse.
Then as a bonus action, I'll use an unarmored strike. Hit him again. That's a 15.
That's better.
That's a miss.
Dang, he's biggie.
He is big.
We're gonna die. I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows again.
Okay.
Get 2 more unarmored strikes. Okay, so this is 14 plus 7. So,
That's gonna hit.
yeah, it's a bit better. Ooh! 10 damage. So 15 total out of all I've done right now.
Alright.
And then there's one more. That's a 2 plus 7 to attack, so that one's a miss.
That's a miss. Is that gonna be the end of your turn?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, he is knocking on heaven's door. So it is now Glint's turn.
Well, I'm seeing that everyone else is surrounding this dude.
Fight back.
As we're all like blades are swinging.
He's gonna get right here. Up on him. And he's just gonna let that rapier fly once more.
That's what I imagine you're doing it. Huzzah!
That is a 28 to hit.
Can I hit?
Okay.
It's a good hit.
And, of
course. You'll never believe what I get. A sneak attack. Gotta find a. So
It's
that
like a
is.
God of War.
That's what I said earlier. That is 23 points of piercing.
Okay.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
You shank him. You get him right on like the inside of where his spine would
Yeah.
be. Like you went through him and hit his spine. And that one, he went like he is not very happy
And
about that
then,
one.
as he kind of does that, as he kind of sticks it up and it kind of gets lodged for a second, he kind of does one of those weird things where he's gonna like, how do I demonstrate this? I need to learn how to demonstrate this.
Ryan is a belly dancer as of right now.
He pokes it in, and with his kind of hand on the pommel, hand on the blade, he kind of turns,
Yeah.
pulling it out. And since I made an attack roll against him, he does not get opportunity attacks against me this turn.
Okay.
So he's gonna just back up to here.
Oh, nice.
Cool. That gonna be the end of your turn.
They're just a hit and run.
Yes.
What's your class?
River.
Okay. Yeah, I think. I mean, there's only one thing to do here, which is very simple, very easy, breezy cover girl.
Oh, Divine Spider guy.
Oh, we're about to miss both of these rolls.
No, you're not. I believe in you. Come on.
Okay, 28, 24 to hit.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
hits.
Nice.
All right.
See, all you need
I
to
bet
roll
you're
is
only gonna need one of them.
Huh?
You're probably only gonna need
just
one.
roll
of
all of them. Just in case all
Huzzah!
ones.
That's
Okay,
5,
that's not bad.
11, 13, 20, plus 14, because it's 2 separate hits with the Sunblade.
20 plus 14.
them. Take a pause when you're calculating damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before you hurt your brain.
So I just
You should
backtrack.
let
It's 34. I just backtrack and say exactly what I said a second ago again. Now for a lesson, Bone Claw, as I have the Sunblade in my hand.
You see Shone kind of peeking over.
This is what it means to be true friends. And I swipe at its legs, and as it goes down, I kind of plunge it deep in its chest and cut like a hole straight through it.
You do perfectly that. He had 2 HP left from.
Let's go.
So I was just waiting
It's
for.
for the narrative.
I was waiting for him to roll a dice.
on this guy.
I needed him to get a hit and at least get a 2 with a D4, and that he would have killed him. And as you slay the Bone Claw, you see this skeletal hand, like see this crater form underneath him as the skeletal hand reaches up and drags him down to the depths as the crater closes once more.
He's gonna come back.
Now for a lesson.
Now,
Again, third time's the charm.
but he was burning, and the lights in his eyes went out. So
Okay.
you can more than confidently assume
Yes.
he is dead.
Okay.
My baby.
Perfect time.
Yippee! How wonderful. As I take my blade and I sheath it, and I take my mask
You
off.
sheath it?
Yeah, whatever that word is.
Sheath.
Sheath? Is that how
Sheath.
it's-
Sheath.
Sheath.
Oh, you soiling yourself?
No.
You frog your pants?
But I'm just gonna take the nearest. Find the nearest obstacle or object. And just so he wipes off the bone remnants. And
That works
smut.
perfectly fine. You actually find a bone on the ground.
Oh, nice.
And you're also essentially sharpening it because it's pretty rough. I'll do this song instead. This is a nice song. As you have defeated the Bone Claw, you see the Capitol doors swing open wide, super, super wide, as about 10 or 15 more guards come running out a little late to the party.
You're a little late to the party.
And from
We're
around
late to
you,
the party.
and from around you, the cannon fire ceases as you all turn and look as the black ship that was once out in the sea is sailing away with a sole man at the helm.
This was a ship that was attacking us?
And Branter Cole runs out of the Capitol with essentially 4 or 5 guards surrounding him his every step. They're kind of like, ho, 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 kind of thing. And you just see nothing but utter rage on his face as he screams out, Malamar! He's very angry, very not happy. His rage is like seething. He's like kicking the dirt, and there's a few bones around him. He's like picking them up and trying to. He can't break them, so he's just like throwing them back down. And in his rage, he turns and looks at the 4 of you, and he sees the spots on your hands, and he's like, "My champions, please, guards, medical attention, rooms for our participants to stay, please." And the guards come and swarm you. Each of you gets 4 guards that come and tend to your wounds.
Okay. Oh.
I am fine.
And they're still, even still with you saying that, they're
Ow,
like,
ow,
they're
ow.
just, they're touchy-feely. Okay.
His voice changed.
Not my butt.
Slaps one
And they're really just dealing with any major wounds that they might see on you. For instance, they see you're bleeding a good bit from underneath your armor.
I'm fine. Don't
And
touch
so-
me, please.
Coughing up blood.
My nose is bleeding.
He's like crawling on the ground.
And they say, Brander Cole's like, I know it's not much, but we can find rooms in the capital. And you,
That would be wonderful.
so he sprints off with his guards, and he kind of gestures, and the guards are like, follow me quickly, come now.
See, Russian.
Before you leave,
Mr. Grant, can I have my gold back then for the room I already paid for?
He ignores you and just keeps walking. In case you forgot, the building has fallen completely and burned to the ground.
He's the one who's money. He's the one who's money.
As he's like running off, I'll shout and say, Orndar!
He just kind of turns and looks.
What
for
is
a
going
second
on here?
And runs away. He runs back inside the capital. And he's just gesturing for all the guards to come and follow. And the guards surround you on all sides and begin to carry you inside, or
Don't
go with you.
worry, Dragonborn. I appear there will be time for questions later. As I start making my way.
I've been down. Oh, look at that. 3 gold. You said you needed some, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, sir. You did good out there.
Thank you. You weren't so savvy yourself, Mr. Finesse Man.
Thank you.
Insane. As you enter the capital, you see absolute panic. Okay, there are guards rushing in and out. There are tables flipped over. You can also see the moonlight shining in through the holes that some cannonballs left through the walls. And as you walk in, they take you to your right, and there's a small hallway, and they lead you to a room with 2 bunk beds. And they usher you in, and one at the door, he says, I know it's not the most comfortable accommodation, but it's at least a bed. Bathrooms are across the hall. Get familiar with each other. Something tells me you 4 are going to be spending some time together. If you need anything, please let me know. I'll be posted at the end of the hall.
Who is this?
Just a guardsman. You can see that he's a bit taller. He's in a rockra. He has a custom-fitted helmet on, so where you can essentially only see like the bottom of his beak moving. And you can see his eyes, but the rest is just like a chainmail helmet essentially.
Thank you.
As he gestures into your room, he goes, "There's a small table inside, has some food. Please rest up. We're going to have a briefing tomorrow morning with the council. Just sit tight and try and get what little rest you can."
That will be all. Thank you.
As he bows and he walks to his post at the end of the door, or at the end of the hall. You can just see like 2 chairs, and there's a guard leaning on the wall, and he kind of goes and sits down.
Is there a window or something?
There's a barred window. barred, B-A-R-R-E-D. Not
It's like a barred window.
here's a riddle. It's like
He's staring at the window.
I am a window.
I am a window.
I am a window.
Hello,
From the
visitors.
window, look through me. From the window to the wall to the sweat drip down. As you all walk inside the room, you see that there are 4 beds, 2 bunk beds, and you see there's a pillow. There's a very small blanket. There's a lot of dust on the ground. It can be very easily assumed that this is an older room, barracks for where the guards might stay if they needed to stay in the capital overnight.
It's a castle, right? Is
Yeah,
this a castle?
it's essentially a castle. You walked in through a massive golden doors, and you found some barracks.
For a castle, I would think they would have better rooms for their champions.
I might need a bottom bunk.
Yeah, Big Mangus is bottom bunk. He sleeps with armor on.
You have this too, I'm assuming? Everyone?
Why would we be here if we didn't?
Just a simple question, little man. Okay.
No need to be rude, civilian.
We need to lay down.
Yes.
Well, if no one else is going to say it, I assume names are in order.
Well, yes. It's first name, last name.
Your name.
Oh,
Introductions, Paladin.
of course. I am a paladin of Torm. My name is Rivertown Ford. My mother is from across the seas, Azalea Town. My father, Mustang Ford, was a colonel.
I regret asking. I regret asking for introductions.
I sought glory across the land and became a very well-known hero, fighting for Torm. And I sailed here looking for glory myself.
Alright.
Was asked name, gives life description.
This whole backstory.
What's your name, elf?
My name is Sean Malcolm.
Sean Moldova, eh?
Malkova.
Pleasure. Kind of grabs your arm.
And he just
Shake.
hangs it.
Yeah, just
He doesn't
shakes
even
it.
like try to shake your hand. And the two of you.
Clint. Captain Clint Escardesco. For those who are wondering.
Azo.
Anything more than that, Ado?
Azo.
Alright, Echo.
You do have a -1 intelligence.
That checks out.
You're right. That does check out.
So, Elo, how long have you been in Cordelia?
A day.
Alright, I'm done with this. And I go up to the top bunk of one of the beds. And I pull out a book. And I start writing in it.
I just go to the window and look out, looking at the damage and seeing if there's any, boats still left on the water.
You don't mind if I sleep under you, do you, El?
No, I don't.
Perfect.
As I'm
I
gritting
sit down
my
really
teeth.
hard.
And my body like bounces.
You're up.
I'm like,
Ooh, it's crazy. You got a costume change.
different shot.
Who might you be?
I have that options.
God? Is that you?
Tom looks different nowadays.
Each one of you were quite good out there.
Yes, I admired how you handled that rapier.
Yeah, thanks. You see, I'm kind of trying to put together a crew. It'll pay well. What we find, we can do an even 70-30 split between myself and you.
A crew on the ocean.
Absolutely.
I'm out.
What? Not like water?
I don't like hot temperatures. And with water comes that.
You picked one great place to be on a coastal town, then.
Sean, you must never have gone swimming before. It's quite cold. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry.
I'm not right. I start writing in my book. Did you hear the little jingle? No.
Is there anything else anyone would like to say, do, ask?
It was Azo, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hey, my bad.
Where do you come from?
The north. The temple.
That kind of checks out. That sickle of yours was quite something.
I peek through the little hole in the bed to catch your as I just like kind of like question it.
It was a gift my master gave me when I left.
Nice. I stole everything I had.
So we have a common thief of a group of champions.
I wouldn't call myself a common thief. Just a commandeer of lost goods.
Well-
Everyone has to make their way in the world somehow.
Wonderful wordplay from a rogue.
Doesn't mean
As they say, Flint, whatever you get is from the Lords.
I swear, if you keep talking, I am going to gut you.
Who hurt you?
Yes. Sloan?
No one. He starts writing in his book. He starts writing in his book aggressively.
doesn't really seem like the time to be putting together a crew.
What do you think? I'm here. I didn't choose this. If there wasn't riches or anything involved, I probably wouldn't be here if I'm being frank.
There's much glory here, too.
Yes. That is true. A name to make of myself amongst the seas. You know, that's a good point. I really like that idea. This kind of starts daydreaming, looking up at the ceiling.
Anything else anyone would like to say, do, before we...
Did the gods say we have the rest of the night to sleep?
They said nothing.
I kind of grab. You gotta see. You gotta feel. I kind of grab my face a little bit.
They brought us to a room to get some rest. So you might as well sleep.
Ha ha ha! What a fine idea!
That means shut up.
Okay. Well,
It's so sad.
won't mind me. I stand up and I just try to start doffing my armor. It's like super loud.
Yeah,
It takes like 45 minutes because I'm by myself.
Sean puts his face in his pillow. It's like,
you all of a sudden you hear the door slam open. You're like, what's going on? As the guard is like standing there. He heard someone scream and a bunch of battle sounds happening. So he thinks there's a fight happening inside of his room.
It just lets me. I don't have any pants on.
Yeah, or a shirt underneath your armor.
Yeah, I'm really hot actually. I'm like if y'all saw the clip of Wolverine when he busts out of his shirt in the new Deadpool movie, it's kind of like when I'm like super
Not
ripped. But you do see, I have some undies on, but you do see that as I doff my armor, I have this very thick, like heavy belt around my waist, and I don't take that off.
under your, on your naked body.
Yeah. Or like there's a like it was around my armor, but I always kept it on and tightened it when I took my armor off.
Okay.
Got that peacemaker type build.
So everything's okay.
Yes, I say with my bare cheeks in the wind.
Other than us having no clue what is going on.
Frankly, sir, neither do I.
That's reassuring.
I think the only one that truly knows what's actually happening is Branter Cole. But like I said earlier, we're having a meeting tomorrow morning, so get your rest.
How reassuring.
I appreciate your words. My name's not Frankly. It's River.
You ever check
Imbecile. As he
Shaman starts crying in his pillow.
is there anything else everybody needs? More water, food?
No, we are fine.
Like I said, sorry about the arrangements. You know, it's quite hectic here. We've got a good few important personnel staying in our final suites, so this is the best we can offer at the moment. And he's like, nighty night. He flips the light off.
99's crazy.
and he slowly shuts the door and just kind of like stands behind the door, like where you can see his feet in a shadow. And then he walks away, kind of like he's babysitting.
I walk back over to the bed. The room kind of thumps a little bit, and you can feel when I just sit down because you jump a little bit in the bed again.
Isn't it obvious what's happening? Malamar is still bitter about his wife dying, so he's attacking his nephew, and we are about to be sent out to go kill him.
Well, of course. I'd be bitter if my wife died too.
That much I understand. What I don't understand is why we're not doing that now.
We can't do anything if we are exhausted, Dragonborn.
They'd all kind of get caught up in that last little scuffle. Might benefit from some rest.
That's a good point.
And then tomorrow, who knows? What it'll hold.
So it's currently about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
So how long would y'all like to rest tonight?
Probably 4 hours.
I know he's shouldn't be fine. Do y'all want to be?
I don't know how long
I mean, I need a long
You
rest.
have-
I also need a long rest.
I definitely
And
stay.
that's perfectly fine.
I definitely sleep 8
I'm
hours.
trying to gauge in-game time.
I don't think Catherine's good either. Why don't we get dark vision?
Yeah, but you don't. I don't think you get.
Yeah, full rest.
Okay. Final ask. Is there anything else anyone would like to say or do before we go to sleep?
Nighty night, everyone.
Oh,
Shut up.
There's a single lantern light that's kind of flickering as you all drift to sleep. You look like you're about to say something.
Yeah. Oh, and CeeLo, pardon me, I roll in my sleep.
And Shone starts crying.
He doesn't even need to sleep, but he just doesn't want to be bothered.
The bed falls over.
Barrel.
Sorry.
Morning comes. It's at this point probably around 11 o'clock, so we're about to hit noon. And as you all kind of stir, you realize that River was so heavy that the stone slab that y'all were sleeping on cracked. And he has sunken into the frame of the bed, which resulted from him not tossing or turning all night. So you were able to get adequate rest. It is now about 11 o'clock in the morning as you hear, "Oi! Black spots!"
Where'd you go?
Open the door!
I jump from the bed and I open the door since nobody else is.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who is this? Is this a guard?
This is a guard.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
I trusted you
I hop down and I
slept.
touch a
Well-
certain part on his throat and you're just suffocating slowly. And I just take it off.
Don't mind.
Oh, you're still sleeping.
Is he trying to kill him?
Don't mind them.
Alright. Lord Brantercole has requested an audience 4 hours ago. But he thought it best for you to actually get your rest. Please get your compatriots together. And get to the main hall.
No,
Quickly.
Thank you. I shut the door.
See ya.
Who wants to wake up me?
Do you have?
No one said that we had to wake him up.
Is there? Do you have a specific command word I have to say for my glamour?
What do you mean?
My glamour armor takes a command word to use. Does it matter?
Whatever command word you'd like to use.
I just snap and say. I just say change. As my armor goes from like the big, kind of robes, like deep robes or big like cloak, like furs and stuff, goes to more casual white, still elegant looking, kind of thinner clothes, like slider.
So zesty.
Nice little trick.
As I get up, I put on the top, or my top, which is just like the robe part. And on both arms, you see like large tattoos going all the way down, and one is like a kind of like a squid-like ink tentacles. They're like it looks like it's like grasping my arm on this one. It goes all the way down, and then the other one has like kind of like claws, but similar to like a you know how like birds' feathers kind of like shine different colors. It kind of shines like a green, kind of like lime green color to it. But yeah, I just put on my stuff and go out the door.
I follow.
Glenn's gonna hop down. And seeing as we need some muscle in the party, kind of realizing he's gonna go over and just
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely.
You take.
It's a 1.
I have a reason to shot. No.
Yeah, there's another ship in the harbor and you die.
You're in a deep sleep.
Dang. His one foe.
Sleep.
Slumber.
It's very characteristic too.
kind of look to see if anyone's looking. He kind of snaps his fingers as a little flame pops up. He's gonna go down to the bottom of his feet and just hold the flame.
You're gonna take.
Kills him.
You take 1 fire damage.
Okay.
You're not awake. You're still asleep.
Say that. Yeah, like Tom and Jerry.
You're still asleep.
Oh, that's my AC, not my health.
Never mind. You taste this stuff, and you're gonna start walking out.
As you walk out, and the door shuts, he wakes up.
Crazy.
Okay.
This massive slamming metal door woke up him.
I look around for my
You
friends.
think you're in the middle of a battlefield, and you just sprung awake. You're still living in your dream.
It's okay, civilians. I am. I'm gonna reach for my.
And you're slowly starting to realize that you're in not dream world.
Am I late?
There's nobody in the room.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, they must have gone shopping. So I'm gonna put on my fancy garb, my normal clothes, and I'm gonna leave.
As you exit the door, you see your compatriots, fully armored and ready, standing just in front of the hallway that you're about to exit.
Okay. Do I need to put this on? I'm kind of gesturing to the armor that I have bundled around my shoulder.
There's no time. Let's go.
All right. So we walk.
As you leave, as the sun rises, the party exits the hallway. You see Brancher Cole with bags around his eyes, but passion and fury in them. And there he is. He doesn't notice you yet. He is standing at a table with 3 or 4 other people. One's in a rockra. One is this half-ling female who is fully clad in armor with a battle axe on her back, standing there. And then you see the manticore from the inn is now fully clad in a robe that's way too tight for them, and some undergarments and a massive, bigger than herself, staff in her right hand. Yes. Ventricle is screaming at the top of his lungs. Like, you can't exactly tell exactly what he's saying just yet, but he's mad. He looks very, very, very angry. He looks distraught. And then suddenly in his tantrum, he meets your gaze. And he just kind of...
Your Majesty.
He slicks his hair back. And he perks up. Ah, yes, my champions, good morning. I hope you all slept well. I am so happy you 4 strapping people received the spot. Now, if I could please just gather your names, so I'll know who to reward for the journey. You're just systematic. You, and he points at River.
My name is River.
Thank you.
But I'm more well known as
need more.
All Right.
Don't need more.
Sean Malcover.
Thank you so much.
Captain Glennox Godeska.
Heard.
No, wait, he just said her.
Actually, let's take a pause.
Cool.
How do you spell your last name?
EX.
EX.
AR.
AR.
DES.
DES.
CO.
CO. All right, Incandanto.
Okay.
And he then points at Azo.
Azo Kidor.
Okay.
Awesome.
The king is speaking.
Yes, sire.
Now that the business stuff is out of the way, let's talk about what you'll be doing. As I stated yesterday, the Magna Carta started as a way for the country of Oramus to have protection from threats while making a spectacle for the people. Your task is simple. You have been tasked by the members of this council the death of Malamar Orum, my uncle. I will no longer let his evil deeds continue without action. I care not if he is blood. Because of him, our entire bloodline is stained. I'm sorry that you see me in such a frail, agitated state. It's my daughter, Alira. She's missing since the attacks.
You assume Malamar took her.
That's all I can. I've sent most, if not all, the guards out all over Cordelia to look for her. And I can't help but feel the worst. And you see him start to kind of tear up as some tears start pouring down his cheeks. Nonetheless, and he tries to swipe them away. Once the task is done and he is dead, we'll need some sort of proof before payout is awarded. At least 20,000 gold apiece, if not more. He rolls out this map along the table. If you see my Alira, please bring her back to me. Much more than gold can ever buy for her return. We'll be watching you via your spots. And at that moment, you kind of see lining the walls behind the table, you can kind of see these 4 camera angles, essentially, from where the spots on your hand are kind of showing what's happening. It's that same magical glass that's outside, lining the capital. He's like, now, just be warned. You're going to be watched. This is a spectacle, of course. I don't care what you do. I doubt anyone's even going to watch. I have much more important things to tend to than some game. I should have never done this.
I assure you, Your Majesty, we will give our best performance for you.
Thank you. All right, this is where we are. And as he stands up, he points at the map on the table. And there's this... No, it's okay. I'm just going to be pointing at it because it's a map on the table. You see, there's one massive area of land, and it's simply just entitled Oramus. And there's a small circle towards the bottom of that map. He's like, this is Cordelia. This is where we are right now. And he kind of points down a little bit. He says, and this here. He points at an island rather far off the coast. And he says, this is Caspian. This is his deserted home. The home my brothers forced him into many years ago.
Your brothers? Or your uncles?
My father's brothers. So my father.
Your uncle.
My uncles.
Uncle and father. Or father
Yes.
and
Yes.
I know what he said. I was just making sure.
And that's all we can give you now. I don't know what he's done. I don't know where he is. We just know that we saw his ship leaving for Caspian as the fires raged on late into the night.
He never came into the castle, did he?
No. Never left his ship. I trust all is now in order for this. I trust all is now in order for this journey.
Yes.
And he gives you the map. Any further questions?
Do we have supplies of any kind?
I'm afraid not. You can gladly ask around the city. Most, if not all, patrons are willing to support the Black Spots. So, if you need potions, help, you'll be able to find it there.
Do you have anybody that can do that for us while we plan?
Sadly, no. As I mentioned, the guards are currently out looking for my daughter.
Well, why don't you bring some of them back so we can do that for them?
Do you think I can just communicate to all of them right now? They have missions, they have orders, they'll be back.
But you can do this and watch me everywhere I go.
It's not something that I can just attend to everybody.
There are rules to magic. Now, do you expect Malamar would harm your daughter?
I pray not. I went to his island a few months ago. I thought that my uncle's story was worthwhile. Needed some real explaining from the man that did it himself. I brought Alira with me, and his eyes just shot up with love. He kept talking about her golden hair, just like his wife's. It's his niece.
Oh. It's still not as great.
I stomp up and try to get close to the king. And I put if I'm allowed to, my hand on his shoulder.
You see him kind of like, because your weight of your hand is just.
My king, I will not rest until I find your daughter and put this pedophile under the ground.
Okay.
He swats your hand off, and he's like,
That is not my fault.
fine. As I was saying, we talked for a while.
I do not move back. I'm just still right in front of him.
Me and Malamar talked for a good while. And I asked him if I could continue on with the games. He told me no. I reminded him that I was Lord of Oramus, and the Magna Carta would continue. And he warned me. I didn't listen.
And now he's taking your daughter.
Presumably.
Why'd you ask him if you were going to do it anyway?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was not thinking that.
We know.
We know.
We got that right. We know.
In the moment, I thought, I'll show some compassion for the senile old man. But upon arriving, I realized that he was no threat. There was nothing he could have posed. I was wrong, I understand. Lords have to make decisions for the betterment of the people.
Of course, my lord.
Thank you.
Anything else you can tell us from that day that would help us?
He's losing himself. 100 years in exile ought to do that to a man.
He's an elf, right? Oh, did we know it? Malamar's
Yes,
an elf?
it's a elven
all
bloodline.
Oh,
So they all have.
oh yeah.
But as for now, I have some more severe issues to attend to than the death of this man I no longer call my family. Please see to yourselves out. If you need anything to ask around town, if you need another quarters to stay for the night, your room will be open. I can try and find better rooms for you, but for now, that's where you'll have to stay.
I turn around.
Thank you.
Captain. Is your ship in the harbor?
It is.
How far away is this island? About shipwright.
So the way that it kind of works is that it's just like I think it's Galleon's Grave Outpost. Whichever one is no. It's whatever the tutorial island is, where it's like there's a big lake, and then there's two like massive stone structures, and you can sail through that, and that gets you out of the bay of Cordelia.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's probably about a 40-minute trek by boat from the exit of this bay to that island. You would have seen it when you sailed into port.
That's pretty quick. They didn't banish him that far.
We're gonna swim.
Well, if it's 45 minutes by boat, it's probably 8 hours by swimming. So it's,
It's big ocean.
It's bigger.
And there's nothing in between it. It's just like Sea Thieves, where it's just water in between settlements, essentially.
Captain, how fast can we sail?
Oh, if the wind's right, my ship can take us far.
No, I mean, how soon can we sail?
How soon? Oh, right now, I guess. I don't know. If we can get some supplies, then.
First, we should find a potions key. Do you have one?
Yes, there's a small potion shop. Most of the stores that you'll probably be looking for are just. He's kind of like drawing with his finger. He's like, if you just head straight down this main road, you leave the capital. There's a docking area you'll find this is where your ship will be parked as well. You'll find many shops that can help you with however you want. It's more of a trading port than, but that would probably be your best bet.
Wonderful, Your Majesty. Does anybody else have any questions for Our Grace? Excellent. Let's go, champions.
All right.
Stay safe.
As he starts, Sharon starts leading the way.
I shall go talk to the potionsman. Is there anything else we need?
As you all start, just for some context, I'm assuming you're talking while you are leaving.
Yeah,
Talking about
As you start, can I get a perception roll from somebody? Just really quick.
Natural 20.
Perfect.
25.
As you're conversating, and y'all can continue this conversation in a sec.
Yes.
You're gonna walk about 50 feet, and as you approach the golden doors that open up to the Capitol building, you hear a lot of noise from behind those doors, like talking, screaming.
Behind the Capitol doors?
Yes,
Oh.
like leading outside. So like you're inside the Capitol.
Okay.
There's two golden doors,
Outside.
and then
The outside
outside
of the
those doors, like as you get closer to the doors, it gets louder.
Yeah.
We may have a crowd outside.
I work best in crowds.
You know what? Have at it. You first, buddy.
Will do.
And as he pries open the big golden doors, and you'd think he'd be showered with cheers, he is showered with booze. As a one sec, I'm sorry. Party emerges outside. You're met with a mob of very angry townspeople. People of all races are shouting and booing. As you walk outside, you even hear a dwarven woman say,
We didn't need the Magna Carta. That's why we got attacked. Stupid Lord Branterarse.
and she's just, everyone starts laughing. And
Oh.
Alina chimes in. He's like, my wife and son were killed. Where's your sympathy? And you can see like a bunch of people are like up in arms. They're very, very not happy. Even the orc from last night that said the whole thing. He's like, you lucky fool. Happy to skip town, huh? At least go kick some tail whenever you go, alright? And then another civilian, another Arakra, chimes in. Hold your tongue, Ogre. Ogre, I'm an orc! And they start bowing up at each other, about to fight as the crowd starts to separate them. He's like, you smell like an ogre. And he's like, you smell like an orc. And they're just, this verbal banter. You're about to throw punches, and the crowd was able to separate them.
I want to see that.
It is very clear that things in this kingdom are starting to dissolve pretty quick from this Lord's decisions. But as you can make your way past the crowd, they're not exactly concerned with you because they know that you're just doing what the Lord tells you to. But they're still pretty upset. They're not very happy. And as you walk out and you head towards the docks, you're starting to see a bunch of guardsmen, 4 or 5. A bunch of guardsmen are very frantic. They're posting missing children's posters everywhere, with pictures of Alira that you can tell, which is his daughter. And you can also tell that within the immediate vicinity of the Capitol building, you have the Whirlpool Inn, which you stayed in last night, which is now in rubbles. There's nothing in that spot except for some people still dousing some smoke that's still billowing. Almost every single shop or anything is in complete disarray. There's still blood all over the streets with lots of guards and townsfolk. You're able to see the remains of a blacksmith shop and some people trying to rebuild. You see a brewery beside the inn that you can probably assume was feeding in. And you can see Wife is trying his hardest to help out the brewery. He has this big keg and he's like pouring them into smaller kegs, trying to save his supply. And then you see a good bit while down, you kind of see this small picket sign as the stone pathway that you're walking on. It starts to become more of a wooden, built-on dock. Like you can tell you're starting to walk on top of the water. And you see a sign that says Cordelia Trading Post as you make your way past and down the docks.
So, again, I can acquire the potions for us at an incredibly good looking rate. What else shall we need?
Are you good at conversating?
Trust me, I can make anyone laugh.
Okay. Well, acquire some health potions, any magical potions that would aid us. And then meet us back at the dock. Is that fine, Captain?
Absolutely. If you think you can handle yourself.
Oh, I can handle myself.
And Azo, do you require anything, Monk?
No. I will go to the ship.
So as you walk forward, you see some signage of some different shops, including the potion shop, the boat docks. You see a boat repair shop, and a few other small stores as you walk. And right as you set foot onto the docks, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening to this first half of our one-shot. If you like what you see here, make sure you follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and X. We'll be trying to post some stuff more regularly coming up. We've all had pretty busy lives and took a little break, so we're starting to get back into the swing of things, and this is just a great way to get back into it. Like I said, follow us on everything. This is just the first half, and the rest will be coming soon. Thank you, everybody.